Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people, and we are back with another Rival Watch, but this is a hybrid show because we're also going to be previewing Manchester United versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. First and foremost, I hope everyone is well. I'm going to be real, I'm still struggling after yesterday. More news coming out of the club today regarding signings and stuff. Klopp saying as well, I'm not happy bunny, put it that way. I'm not happy bunny, but I'm happy to be here on the stream with you guys. Before we get started, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also please do share this with friends and family and any other Liverpool supporters or any other supporters in general that you think might be a fan of our content. So as I said on this show, we're going to speak about the Manchester United versus Liverpool game in the FA Cup. We're also going to be doing our normal Rival Watch, and we're also going to be doing our viewers Call-In, which is called Kop-Ish Call-In. So what we'll do is we'll share this this link for people to call in and give their views and their opinions as and when we open the phone lines. And yes, we like to do on this show, we like to shop out with people, we like to have good fun. As we all say, it's our favourite show of the week, so we hope that it's another good one. John Conway with the first super chat. Good evening, Callum. Good evening to yourself, John. Good evening to everyone. Yep, don't be fearful, guys. I won't be doing this by myself. You won't have to look at my ugly mug for the whole evening. Matt and Drift will be joining us very soon. I just want to say big up to everyone in the chat. So let's start with Man United versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. So fourth round of the FA Cup, Liverpool obviously came through the last round after beating Aston Villa's under 18s. We beat them 4-1 on the night. Again, didn't look very good, but we did come through it. And we've been drawing against Manchester United away from home. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, usually I'd be quite annoyed because I want us to go far in the FA Cup, and I actually want us to get a few favourable draws so we can play some of the fringe players and not have to play some of the bigger players, especially considering it's such a compact season and the amount of injuries we've had. However, I'm at a point now where no matter who we play, it's a big game. And maybe a game like the Man United game is a game that we need to really get that kick up the backside and go for it. Because, I mean, we played your likes of Burnley, West Brom, Fulham, Newcastle, all in previous weeks, and we haven't really done much. So are we in a position where we can't do anything against Man United? Like, we're here now, like we're in this situation. How's it going, Matt? Just started off with the preview for the Man United game.
What's going on? What's going on?
And I was saying, obviously, it's not a favourable draw, but at the same time, there is no such thing as a favourable draw at the moment because we're so badly out of form. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. This could be the game where we really step up and say, right, you know what, we are still Liverpool, we are still that team that everyone respects, and let's go and put on a show, and let's go and show the fans and the world that we're still a top team. So I don't know what you think, Matt. Maybe I'm clutching at straws, but I've got to find some sort of positivity at the moment. I can't just be all doom and gloom, even though it's rough at the moment. What's your thoughts, man?
Have we even recovered from yesterday? I know I haven't.
I ain't. I haven't recovered. I won't recover from that for a long time. Not until we start winning again.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we've got to find some type of positive. Like, we've got to cling on to something. But the only thing we can do is the whole cliche thing is that, at some point we're going to find form and we're going to win again. But we just don't know when that is. And the alarming thing for me is that since the game has been done and dusted, you're hearing these quotes from Klopp saying things like, even though it's nothing new, but I think the more he's been vocal about it, when they asked him, like, are you looking to do something in the January transfer window? Klopp said, we always look at stuff, but it's not up to me. I don't control the money or something like that. Basically, like, I don't have, basically, he's like, I pick, but I don't have the final say, basically saying, "Rah, I don't control the money," which we kind of knew anyway. But I just think him kind of relaying that again, I think it's frustration on his side, basically saying, "Rah, yes, I want to get somebody, but right now I can't, and I'm letting you guys know that there's nothing more I can do if my hands are tied behind my back." Going into the game now, you have to say, do you think we're underdogs in this game? Because I'm thinking if you talk about form, if you're talking about like what's been happening recently with both clubs, like Man United are on a high right now, we're not. I hate to say it, but you would arguably say, are we even underdogs? I don't know. Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like,
we're definitely underdogs for this game.
Yeah.
Definitely,
which is something that I never would have imagined. Like at the start of the season, going into any top game to a degree. I see some people saying apparently we're still the bookies' favourites. Fair play. They obviously have a lot more faith in us than we do right now. I don't know, Cal. The only positive thing I can really say is we're Liverpool, innit?
Sorry, Matt. Bear with me. I've got a little nosebleed. Let me grab.
Yeah. No, cool. No. It's calm, bro.
Go for it, bro.
We're Anfield, innit?
No, we're at Old Trafford.
It's OT.
1 second,
right,
bro.
All right. Yeah. This is what I will say, people. We're at OT, yeah? We never play well at OT. We just don't. And what worries me is that whenever we go to OT, we play the occasion rather than the game. And the way Man United are playing right now compared to how we are, it's going to take a mammoth performance. One thing I will say, if we do get this win, if we do somehow get the win, yeah, that will be massive for our confidence. I cannot lie. Even though it's not in the Premier League, it'll still be massive because it's over Man United. And obviously, we want to beat them no matter what competition it's in. So that's the positive I will say. The positive is that the rewards could be massive. I know we're going to OT. If I'm being generally honest, I'm not expecting us to win. Can we win? Yeah. But I'm not expecting us to win. But yeah, OT. Let's do this.
Yeah,
let's
we're
do
OT.
This, man.
So I will come back on camera in a minute. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, of course, bro. I'm just thinking of it like as you're... Yeah. No, that's calm. I'm just thinking though, away form, we're never that great at all, and OT. Like we haven't scored in 4 games, and going to OT, that's gonna be peak. Again, I'm not expecting us to win. If I'm being generally honest, can we win? Obviously. Again, I'll stress it again. But the rewards are massive. You beat Man United at Old Trafford, regardless of what competition it is. Some confidence, hopefully, we'll fly back into the team. So we'll have to wait and see about that. What are you saying, Drift, about OT?
I'll read out a couple of these comments. So, Q this 662. Rather thought of Man U ducking us gave Cal a nosebleed. I genuinely don't know why I'm having a nosebleed right now. It's the worst time. It's the worst timing.
For real.
I didn't get.
What? Have you got a genuine, actual nosebleed?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Man said the game is too much. The pressure.
Top of the Kop TV. Cal is peak for us right now, but brother, your health is first. Liverpool causing nosebleeds and all sorts. I randomly get nosebleeds, so it's nothing to do with my health or Liverpool.
He does. I can buy that. He does.
I randomly get nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Danny,
I
Callum
definitely think the pressure on the brain still got something to do with it.
Callum putting a Robbie mask in a recycling bin. No, I'm not doing that. I spent too much money on that mask for it to go in a recycling bin. I can't. But please, Bobby, if you're listening, please get back into some sort of form. You're making it very difficult for me to back you at the moment. In fact, I'm not backing you at the moment because you're not giving me a reason to. If I was a lawyer right now, Bobby's standing there with the knife and blood dripping off it, and he's saying, "Get me out of jail," and I'm like, "I'm not a miracle worker, bro. Like, it ain't gonna happen." Flintoff, don't you know? Pump it up. We're getting back. Don't you know? Pump it up. We're getting knocked out of the cup. Serious note. Every time I'm positive, I'm wrong. So I'm trying to reverse psychology. I'm willing to try anything right now. I'm willing to try anything. What are we saying for the potential
reverse psychology game?
What are we saying for the potential lineup of this game? Do we go with Allison? Do we go with Kelleher? What are we saying, guys?
I think
so Matt, I gotta go first because I just want to get this out of the way.
Yeah,
My expectations for the season have completely backflip, 180. I've got to stop moving like a top 4 club now. I can't move like a champion anymore. So
hold on. Hold on a minute, Drift. All right. Championship team, there's an argument to say we're out of the league. I can't sit here and say we're not a top 4 team.
No, I said I've got to start acting like a top 4 team now and not a champion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll say I don't know if that came out wrong. No, I've got to start moving like a top 4 club now, not a champion, because we're not retaining the title. So I can't think like that anymore. That upper echelon level of thought process. Now man's thought process has to just be get over 70 points, which usually gets you in that top 4. And you know what I mean? And you do whatever else you can. So all of a sudden, the FA Cup's important, boys. All of a sudden, it's probably the only trophy we can actually get this season. So, it's important now. Just a shame that once again, we've got a Premier League opposition team and a good Premier League opposition team, meaning that we can't just, try a ting, or we can't have a little bit of a day off. Now we've got to do this whole proper thing, but it's what it is, isn't it? So...
well, Kevin makes a good point. He says we should go strong because we've got no game between until Thursday after we play on Sunday, which is a long break considering the situation of the whole league and the situation with the pandemic, etc., and the condensed season. Matt, do you agree with that?
Yeah, we might as well. We've got nothing else to lose, and let's be real. Man United will go strong because they know it's us. I think if Man United were playing like weak opposition, I think they will put out a weaker team. But I'm actually expecting them to put out their strongest side, So we kind of got to go toe to toe with them if you want to try and get through in it. So we can't go in half-hearted, although I do think there needs to be some changes to the starting 11 now. Like, obviously, we'll get into it in a second, but certain man should be playing this game still, or at least starting, shall I say, at least starting.
Yeah. Adaj Free says Minamino, Salah, Shaqiri front 3 versus Man U, no Bobby. Let me know, Adaj. It doesn't have to be a super chat. How would you actually play those as a front 3? Who would play on the right, left, and centre?
I'm guessing that would be Salah down the middle, most likely.
That's what I'm guessing. But it'd be interesting to hear. Maybe Adaj is thinking Shaqiri on the left-hand side and Minamino through the middle, Salah still on the right. Be interesting to get your take.
I don't like 2 left footers being in the attack at the same time. It kind of feels a little bit lopsided.
So are you saying you wouldn't have Haaland and Salah in the same attack, Drew?
Is Haaland left footed?
Yeah.
I see him clapping the ball with both feet, so I didn't know what foot he was, to be honest.
Yeah, he's left
you wouldn't have 2 left-footed players in the same
No,
attack.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. But for some reason,
being a left footer,
No, I'm just thinking. No, the reason I say that
I'm not being lefty phobic or whatever it would be called. Yeah, but because I always know left-footed players are special. Even I know that. Like, for some reason,
Robert and Messi.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't. What I'm saying is, for some reason, it just makes me feel like the attack would be lopsided the same way the defense is lopsided when there's 2 left-footed centre-backs. Don't ask me why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I don't know what it is.
No,
I have no idea what it is.
It's just we think like, do you know what it is? If Messi was playing through the middle and Robin was on the right, we wouldn't say nothing. But if I said to you, Robin's playing on the left and Messi's playing through the middle, it sounds worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird because you don't like to hear, it's in a weird way, in attack, you're thinking the 2 left-footed players, one has to be on the right, one has to be down the middle. If one's on the left, automatic, you're thinking, no, it sounds odd. I don't know what it is. It sounds odd, but it's not. It's not.
Well, odd because now we got inverted wingers. Back in the day, it would have been normal, but now it feels weird because it's inverted, isn't it?
Because if I said to you this year, if I said, we signed Leroy Sané and Sané was on the left, Firmino was in the middle, and Salah was on the right,
that would be weird. That would be weird.
Shall I tell you why it's not weird? Man City done it for a little while, only for a little while. Remember, Sané left, Mahrez was on the right, and whoever was through the middle. But
That
what's
must
so
have
mad
been
is-
when they weren't playing well.
you know what it was? To be fair, I think it might be when Sane was injured. So he didn't really play that much game time. But yeah, it's weird though. But it kind of
Diego Diaz, Callum. Dudes, we lost 1-3 on Boxing Day back in 1981 and dropped to 12th or 14th, then snapped out of it, went on a romping run, won the league with games to spare. I hope history repeats
30
itself.
years on or 40 years on or whatever, we're gonna go and do the same thing. I'm not looking at anything to do with the league right now. Yeah.
I would take that though. I'd bite someone's hand off if we did that. Battery, KDB injury, United due a blip, 6 off the top. Do you think no way?
I can already see the future, and I'll tell you why I say no way, because when Sheffield United get turned over by Man U at the weekend, and I can't remember who City's playing, but I remember it was a very favourable game for them. After our defeat to Tottenham, we're going to be 9 points behind Man U, 10 points behind City, because City's got a game in hand, so I know they're going to win that. So I'm giving them 3 points. 10 points behind City and 9 points behind United at the halfway stage. It's done. Come on, man. I'm not being negative. I'm not being pessimistic.
Can I say
you
something?
lot told me the league was done when we were 10 points clear this time last season. So why should I think that?
No, Drift. We were more than 10 points clear.
No, I'm sure. When we beat Leicester, wasn't it 12 points? We came back from the World Cup.
We like 17
we beat Leicester and then it was 12
it was
points.
it was something crazy.
It was like 17, 18 points, bro.
No, it was about 12. It was about 12.
It was about 17 or 18 points from what I remember.
Not Leicester. That it was quite a few games later by the time it got to that number. I'm sure after Leicester it was about 12.
It was like,
because remember, Leicester was
15?
still in the title race. We went into that game, and if Leicester beat us, the feeling was Leicester was still in the title race. So we can't have been like 17 points ahead. Or no one would have thought they were in the title race.
All right, let's say even if it was 12, Drift. The reason why we said it was done at that point is because our form was so stupidly good that we were never going to drop those sort of points that would have seen someone catch us. And there wasn't another team in the race either. Whereas now, and it's weird that I'm saying this, even if we go, let's say 10 points behind City, look, I'm not saying we'll claw it back. I'd be very concerned if we went 10 points behind City. But what you do have to realize is there's a race between other teams. So they will take points off each other, and they may also drop points through pressure as well. And again, that's not me saying Liverpool is going to slip in the back door, but I will say I'm not going to say it's over, for the simple fact that it's a very, very different season as well, with it being congested. De Bruyne has just got injured. Vardy's just got injured. Many people expect Man United to get a blip of some sort. Again, these are the blip thing I'm not going to take into consideration because that might not happen, but injuries have happened to arguably Leicester and Man City's best players. So again, it's a weird season. That's what I will say. It's a weird season.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think we can claw back 10 points on the form that we're on. Not a chance.
I agree with that. Dinesh, evening, gentlemen. We are in a very bad run, but always light at the end of this tunnel. Would you take FA Cup and Champions League? I think we can win both. Matt?
Yeah, of course I'll take them. That's that goes without saying. Right now, we're not even in a title race, bro. So yeah, 100%.
But I would Habib you up if it meant that we were. People are like, I'll snatch your hand off. No, I'd Habib you if you told me we were going to win both those tournaments.
We're not right as things stand right now. We have to be realistic. We're not winning the Premier League unless loads of things happen, and we just got to be real with it as things stand right now. Obviously, I don't know, 5 weeks' time, we could be sitting and there's a different outlook and we're 3 points behind and whatever. But I'm talking about right now. As things stand, we're not in the title race right now. If you're telling me there's a chance to win the FA Cup and Champions League and you foresee, I don't know, the Premier League is a gamble, I'm going for the FA Cup and the Champions League. That's guaranteed. And at least if we win the Champions League, we go back in it. If we gamble with the Premier League and we can't even finish top 4, what happens then, bro? So
I'll give you a little what would you rather scenario real quick. Liverpool win the FA Cup and Man United win the league, or Liverpool lose the FA Cup final and Man U lose the league on the final day of the season to City?
Oh, but neither of those are favourable, bro.
Yeah, that you know what? There's got to be one that's ever so slightly more favourable, bro.
Well, it means if
Man don't
we
win
win,
nothing.
if we win a trophy,
No,
if we win a trophy,
I'm
we take
giving
the
you that
trophy.
because I'm saying we sacrifice our victory to sacrifice their victory, or we gain a victory but they gain a victory. That's why I'm asking you. I'm just wondering which one you would take.
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if there's a right answer.
No, I can tell you now. I
Yeah,
would
Man
lose the FA
United
Cup
lose in the
to
final
stop Man
day,
U
innit?
losing the league.
I don't know, you know, Jeff. I more care about.
I would.
But then at the same time, what you're winning?
I want trophies.
Yeah, but the FA Cup don't mean enough. I'd lose the FA Cup final for Man U to not win the league. I don't care.
For once, so let me hear this now. Imagine this is our worst season in a while.
I'm taking the FA Cup,
and we had an FA Cup rather than you would rather.
You think I'm listening to them, man, for a whole season? No,
bro. What you got to remember? How do we not know that Man United are going to continue for this for the next 2-3 seasons? I'm just saying this is arguably their best chance.
Oli wins the league. They get to talk about 21. Fuck up. No way. I'd lose that FA Cup final all day to stop them winning the league, bro. I can't even front.
I don't know, Drew.
I don't know, man. All I know is that I just don't want to see Man United win nothing, man. I want to win trophies, so I guess
exactly.
I can't answer that question, innit?
Ilias, Liverpool ruined my weekend. Luckily, I got my PS5. Big up, you guys.
Alright, P5 gang.
Well, all the P5 gang, yeah.
I'm still out here with PlayStation.
Lucky for some.
I still got a PlayStation 2. How about that? So,
wow. Oh, that's a classic machine, no? The classic.
Oh, whatever, Matt, bro.
No, wait, no, bro, I swear. Bro, I swear down. No. The reason why I say that, I remember.
Don't you patronize me, bro.
Bro. No. I'm telling you from now. I'm not saying I'm gonna go out and whip up my PS2, bro. I'm just saying PS2 is classic, fam. Like classic.
I just want to confirm I don't play the PS2. It's just I've never bought another console.
Shout out all the SmackDown man that used to play the SmackDown, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, all of that. But are you mad? Come
on. My P4 is only used for YouTube. I can't even lie. I don't remember the last time I put a game in it.
Cal improvise, adapt, overcome Sanderson. Mrs. forgot to buy man my apple juice, so man went after the next best thing to little man's juice box. that improvise and overcome. Just to confirm, I'll never take my son's juice, but this is what I did. I did go shopping today, and I did find this in my happy place. So this is the first place I went to when I went shopping, and it felt good buying this. I stocked up my fridge. My fridge is looking really healthy right now, and I'm a happy person.
But that is your fridge. What are you talking about?
I wish it was.
For real.
I wish it was.
It is. I've seen it. It's in the garage.
I just baiting me up.
You know what? I don't even know why I said garage like an American either.
Yeah.
I said it's in the garage. It's in the garage.
Felston, frustrated.
Yeah. Sorry, Cal. No, I'm gonna bring some of my answers. Yeah.
No problem. A bad couple of months to boot. First real crisis in Klopp's reign. The boys need to wake up, try and get some form, and go again like we know. Vince's viewpoint, and I'm coming to you, Matt.
Yeah.
Evening, good lads. Feeling better today. United and City will drop points, and we will get back to top form. So get back to form and catch up. We are the league. Wink, wink, drift. Go on, Matt.
Oi. Scoop on football, no. Shut your mouth. Here comes the pain, you know.
Big games.
And Pez as well. Are you talking, bruv? Pez, bruv. Pro Evo. Oh my god.
Who remembers Super Nintendo Pez though?
Oh yeah, bruv. No. What's
Roberto Baggio with a ponytail?
Do you remember the name? The actual name?
International Superstar Soccer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the first one. Do you remember this? Do you remember the sequel?
Wasn't it just part 2?
Nah, it was International Superstar Soccer Deluxe, fam.
Oh yeah.
Oh my days, bro. When it comes to
bruv,
gaming,
you know my memory's not what it used to be.
bruv, the games,
shout out to Felston Mitchell for your super chat, bruv. You see, trying to get the form so we can go again as we know. That part is the part I'm worried about. I don't know if we know what we're doing anymore. I think that's the thing I'm the most scared about out of all of this. I'm watching my team, and my team don't look like they know who they are anymore. I cannot remember the last time I watched Liverpool look like they knew who they are. Maybe the Tottenham game. I'm trying to think when. I think we've lost our identity, to be honest. But
probably.
Might be a good shout, Drew. Harris, Rafiq, Adriano, 99 power shot.
PS5, you know about that.
Press and hold. You press and hold circle, and it was square. Sorry, and
I was gonna say square, fam. That's FIFA.
That's FIFA.
Who remembers Shevchenko and Martins on the PS, the first Pro on the PS1?
Oh, Ubafemi.
Yeah,
Ubafemi Martins was absolutely unstoppable in that game. It's ridiculous. And Shevchenko couldn't be stopped either.
Bro, Kall-In was cold in that game as well. Kall-In was deadly. Oh my day.
But you know the reason why I know about Shevchenko more than anyone? Because for about 6-7 months, I couldn't afford. Obviously, I was a youth man. I couldn't buy the game, and my mum wouldn't buy me the game. So man had the demo where you could only be Ukraine and France.
Man, banged out the demo, you know. To your heart content.
No, I'm not joking. Banged out the demo, bro.
I used to do that. I used to do that at Football Manager. The demo used to come out first. I'd download the demo for it and just
Football
I'd have to stick with that with it.
Download, bro. The demo came in a cartridge with a magazine, bro. On the disc, bro. We're talking about
PlayStation magazine.
Drift, you're going back to Championship Manager. Remember what it used to be called before they changed the name?
Yeah.
Remember, it was originally called Championship Manager, innit? And then after that, it got changed to Football Manager. You're talking about we used to buy like PC Gamer, where the team come with a I remember them. You man. I'm giving away my age now because I'm going way back.
Those days are big. Monkey way King, have you guys touched on Klopp saying he can only recommend but isn't allowed to spend on transfers? We make the impossible possible. You'll never walk alone. That's very good points. We haven't touched on that yet. We will do. Kadir Hussein didn't have anything to say, but this is my contribution for today. LOL. Thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated.
Big up.
Dante White, I love how you guys have the ability to interstate different topics and still give us quality football content. 2-0 to United this week. Oh, he did so well into that last sentence.
I know, man gave us the ultimate compliment. Do you know what that was like? Man just walked over, was like, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been watching you all night. Like, I'm feeling you. Like, you're probably the prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life on the real. And then just before he walks off, he's like, well, what are those?
Man dished out a shit sandwich, you know. Oh man.
Flintoff forgot what celebrating a goal feel like. Oh, I really.
Brother, it's been so long. Imagine we're Liverpool fans, and for 4 games we ain't seen the net do nothing. The net's just stayed exactly the same. Do you know how big that is? Nothing. Just nothing. Imagine all of us, all you men and women in the chat, when we're watching the game, yeah. Imagine our expressions don't change. No pun intended, yeah. When we're watching the game and Liverpool are playing, all we do is this for the whole game.
That was literally how I watched the Burnley game.
Literally, bro. That is it. When Minamino got to wear Salah, we all went, that's it. That's all we had yesterday. Brother, it's mad. That's all we had, bro. Don't joke.
Burnley.
Don't. I can't speak about it again. Can't speak about it again.
Ashley Barnes.
What are you man saying now? I came to Anfield and I gave you guys a right hiding. What are you saying now? Jurgen Klopp tried to give it large in the tunnel at half time, and I said to the boys, you go out there and you show them what for. Yeah, I don't care who plays in the team, who doesn't play in the team. We are Burnley. We don't lose. We defend. You don't come in our box and you don't leave unscathed. Sean Dyche here, over and out. Record breakers, heartbreakers, we are Burnley.
Oh, damn! Oh, love it, bro.
You know, Cal killed me yesterday. He's like, "You're not allowed in our box." Unforgivable. When the ball's in the box, it does not touch the floor. Do you hear me? It does not touch the floor.
Man, that's like this Cobra Kai about no mercy.
Bro. The next, India beat Australia. Start of the week in cricket was over the moon. Then Liverpool lost, made the end of the week go the other way. I can't say I'm a cricket person, so I don't know how important India versus Australia is, if I'm going to be honest. Like, you're going to have to inform me, Dinesh. Vincent Viewpoint. Back then in Nigeria, ISS Pro was in Japanese. Squarehead Owen. Shrowin bis Mitaga Goal Srul. Oh, that's the Japanese.
Okay, yeah. That's how the Japanese say goal or whatever. Yeah, hey, them old school ones there, you know.
MF, our games are like FIFA scripting. Weak teams turn into prime Barcelona against us, and shots constantly being blocked or missing the target.
The auto blocks. If anyone knows about FIFA 21, the auto blocks. Oh my, bro, that's what every team does. You know, it don't matter what position you're in. You think, yeah, right, it's a clear shot and goal. Out of nowhere, the defender just like sells his soul to stop the ball from like hitting the target. That's what Burnley was doing yesterday, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest, guys. I don't think I'm doing the Sean Dyche impression anymore. I'm gonna rip something.
Ripping at the throat, innit? Someone put in the comments, yeah. Someone said Sean Dyche has been drinking since he was a toddler, fam. Man was being back in the whiskey, you know, from when he was a youth, man. Imagine that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I enjoy a drink. Yeah. Like, it's no secret. I drink when I'm on the show. I drink when I'm out, whatever. Like, I enjoy a drink.
You, me, both.
But I have no idea how anybody backs a shot of whatever it is that's more than 22%.
Yeah,
like, you see, real, like when people get like the whiskey and they just lick back the shot of the Henny or whatever. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, my chest don't take them level of warmth there, you know, bro. It's madness, bro. So we saying from when man was a toddler, man was just doing the whiskey shots like man was in a John Wayne movie. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Mad,
bro. I don't even know. And he must have been smoking some B&H as well, bro. Not even that Marlboro red and white, fam, the old school, or burning a cigar or something. Maybe a cigar, fam. Who knows? Man was probably inhaling the cigar when he was a youth, man. Man, man knows you're not supposed to inhale, but my man with a cigar's like, let me tote that.
No, that's probably what he did, bro. He swallowed when you're not meant to. I've never understood cigars. What is the point of it when you don't inhale it? I've never understood that.
Bro, I don't even know. I've never had a cigar.
All you're doing is you're just giving yourself mouth cancer for no reason. I don't understand.
I don't understand a cigar thing. I don't know.
LFC Aaron, the league is over in my opinion. The centre-back situation alone suggests we won't win the league. Fabinho LFC Aaron, I'm not going to read that sentence because I don't want to put it out in the universe.
Oh, no, don't even say that.
It's all about top four. I can't even read that as put in the universe. Yeah. You know we love LFC Aaron. You know that. 2 Pixel 2, what's going on, guys? I won't be calling in today, but I just want to say I think it will be pretty cool to see Brendan win the league with Leicester.
You know what? If I knew for a fact that Liverpool couldn't win the league, I would actually be very, very happy for Brendan to go and win Leicester the league. I have to be honest.
I know this is going to sound bad. I'll be happy that Leicester win the league because I like Leicester as a team and I like Lee Chappie, obviously. But Brendan's level of arrogance is going to go.
Oh, bro!
With the league,
You know when you wrote a book about was it death by possession? Now he's going to come out with some next book and talk about his philosophy. You know how Brendan loves the philosophy and all this stuff.
I mean, I told you, got great character, and we won the league.
I can take. I like Brendan. I ain't got a problem.
No, Brendan was a good coach, bruv. He was, but it just got a bit cringy when, like, I don't know. They say like, oh, like, how do you rate Sterling? Like, what do you think of Sterling's performances? The first thing man says is, well, yeah, he's a beautiful young man. It's like, what? Like, Brendan, like, we're talking about the game. I know you're talking about his personality, and you know, let's say like character. Oh, they have character. Like,
that's Rafa, bro.
no, Rafa's Rafa's between the lines. Rafa was always between the lines, fam.
And compact.
Yeah. It was compact.
Guys, here's another one.
I thought Rafa worked for Sony, rude boy, with the compact disc, bro.
You're right. It was compact still. Sorry, Carl.
Barron has asked, would we take? How about Spurs win the league if we can't?
I'd rather Leicester win the league. Fuck Mourinho.
Yeah, bro. Mourinho's arrogance. Oh my. Bro,
if Mourinho wins Spurs the league, he's officially the best manager to ever manage the game. I can't even front on that. Like, honestly, you can't even front on that. If he wins Tottenham the league.
No, don't say that. He'll be in the conversation. I won't go that far.
No. Bro, guys, let's keep
He'll be in the conversation, 100%.
Let's keep it real.
100%.
Right now, I don't think he is. Right now, I'd put Ferguson, Ancelotti.
Yeah.
There's a few men who I would put over Mourinho. But I can't lie to you. If he wins the league with Tottenham, he's the best manager to ever do it, bro.
But
how on earth can anybody doubt the man if he wins the league with Tottenham?
No, it's not that. I always would look at him and go, right, he won the league with Inter, won the league with Porto, won the league with Chelsea. Have I missed anybody out? Because he never won it with Man United. Remember, that's one.
Those are the only teams he
I think that's. But to be fair,
and he won the league with in Porto. Porto, Inter, Real Madrid, and Chelsea.
Porto, Inter, Chelsea, Real Madrid 4 times.
Yeah.
If he does it with Spurs, I cannot lie. That's a problem because that means the only person he didn't win it with was Man United. That's the only club, theoretically. I don't want to hear that. You know, if Spurs were to ever win the league, I'm not gonna lie. Big up Expressions. We got enough love for Expressions, but I cannot. Listen.
Although I can sit here right now and tell you, if it was the last day of the season, Spurs versus Man United, and winner wins the league, I'm backing Jose all the way, bro.
That script would be hilarious.
That would be horrible, though, because you want to know something. Jose's the one that hurt us with the whole 03-04. Remember the Chelsea?
Yeah.
He was in charge, and he done the whole like shush and all that. 13-14, sorry, But when he done that, I was like, you're a villain for the rest of your life. Like you will forever be a villain.
And you know the story behind it, innit? Because he got rejected by Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he wanted the Liverpool job.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
and that's why he's been like hating on us ever since.
Bro,
because we picked Rafa over him
so much. But it's like, but he admires us, but he can't admit that. He admires us, but he can't.
I heard he turned up at Liverpool with a whole portfolio. A man got told to fuck off, bro.
Or what did they say? It's not compact enough. It's not compact.
Why, John? I'd like to call in. Got some bars to get off my chest later after last night. We are going to open the phone lines in a bit, so make sure you hang tight.
I've actually got a headache today, man. That's what Bernie done to man.
Well, nosebleed. I started the stream with a nosebleed, bro.
Yeah, for real. I've actually got a bad headache, man.
Kevin, sorry if it's already been mentioned. Hooker versus Chandler, Poirier versus McGregor. First and foremost, are you man going to watch it?
Bruv, you know McGregor is my guy.
I'm watching it. Of course I am.
I am going to be there. On
camera. I've got you both on camera.
McGregor, bruv, I'm not missing a Conor fight. You know that
Cal,
already. Bro.
What was the last big pay-per-view? Now I phoned you at stupid o'clock in the morning. Like 5? Yes, bro. You know when it's certain man, I don't miss out. I ain't missing.
I'm nervous though. I know we had about an hour conversation earlier on about it, but Poirier's got me a little nervous, man. Whenever Conor fights, I get way more anxious than any other fight. It's mad.
LSC Aaron, the myth is if you go to a mirror at 12 midnight and say Brendan Rodgers free time, he appears behind you, whispers, "You're a beautiful human being." In all seriousness, Kopish rules.
Alright, that's a gangster one. Alright, big up LSE Aaron. Alright, that's gangster, bro. What are you saying, man?
What are you saying? It's like a Sleeping Beauty thing, like mirror, mirror on the wall. Like, man just needs a confidence boost.
It's the Candyman thing. Remember Candyman when you have to say, say Candyman?
No, but I'm saying, man comes and gives you that confidence boost. You know, it's like mirror, mirror. Who's the fairest of them all? And it comes up, it's like it's you.
And Brendan Rodgers comes out of nowhere.
Joe Crypt, I told you, Joe, we don't miss Super Chats on purpose. You just got to give us a bit of time. Please, we need some big changes at LFC. These underachievers need serious competition for their position. We're dropping points to deadbeats. Angry face, angry face, angry face, angry face, angry face, angry face. Very angry. 2Pixel 2. I don't know what you're talking about, Drift. The JD shots are good, bruv. I drink it raw anyway, so it don't matter to me. One day I'll make you a man. Try it, and it's a go.
Hey, that's how I know Pixel's deep in the game with man just backing them shots of Jack Daniels, you know. Hey,
man said, and when he puts cigar at the end, he's 30, bro. Certified.
To be honest with you, after do you remember for my birthday that year, Matt, when we was up in the penthouse at that party and we was drinking JD on that? The way my stomach felt the next day, I don't drink JD no more, bro.
Swear?
Yeah, I don't drink JD no more. Jack Daniels does a little something to you that I don't like, bro. Yeah.
Fair play.
No, I don't do Jack Daniels no more, bro.
This comment has come through. Cast, I need to start watching UFC. Is this the day to do it? No, it's not. The day to do it was about 10, 15 years ago.
Allow him, pal. Allow him.
Bro, please
allow him.
Look, hit me up in the DMs and I'll just, every day until you catch up, I'll send you fights to watch.
No, here's the thing, yeah. I'll be honest with you. If you're looking for a fight to get you into UFC, yeah, I would suggest going to the BT YouTube channel and watching Hooker Poirier. If you've never watched UFC before, I think that's a good way to dip yourself in.
I would say, no. What? No, it's a good one.
Forrest Griffin. You gotta go back.
No, bro. You can't go that far back when you're a new schooler.
Bro,
you can't tell men to go back to when it weren't even HD no more.
No. But you understand? No. Listen, I grew up on, and Cal will know this, yeah. I grew up on Chuck Liddell, flipping
Tito.
Tito, Machida, Shogun, them man there. Sugar Rashad, Rampage, Forrest Griffin, them man there, bro.
No. But guys, you've got to be honest, yeah. Those man might be the legends, but they're not the people that will get new school people to watch. They won't.
No, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying watch every fight. I'm saying give yourself a bit of background history. Like if I said to someone today, if you're gonna watch Transformers for the first time ever, you wouldn't go watch a Michael Bay movie. You got to look at the cartoons, fam. You got to look at where it comes from, and then you might branch out. That's what
I don't know. You know that new Netflix series is on and popping, bro.
No, that's good, but that's not Michael Bay though. I don't think he is.
But what I mean is, it's new school, and it might be better than old school. But that new Transformers is on and popping, bro.
I'm telling you for now, that what you said is nearly blasphemy. The new Netflix one is sick, but it does not compare to Generation 1.
It's true. You can't be the Transformers movie.
But I will say this though, it's got Generation 1 like feeling and vibes about it. Though. I will say that. Yeah.
That was, but I take that back for real. I don't know what I was talking. But it's banging though. It's banging.
I finished season 2 already. I've watched that.
I know you have, bro. Of course you have.
Bruv, you know me, man.
Serge Gam 3R says Klopp versus Dyke in UFC. You're joking, aren't you? I'd rip him to shreds. He don't want none of this. My team's battered his team on the pitch and I'll batter his face in the cage. Are you joking, Jurgen? Do you know who I am? Sean the Devil Deitch, mate. Ain't no way he's beating me. Right, let's get back to Man United. Let's get back to Man United. By the way, guys,
I forgot we was in the preview, bro.
Trust me. The last
Tangent
time,
City, boy. But that's what Fridays is all about, right?
I know. The last time we celebrated a goal was this, you know. No, do you know that's gone completely?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Cut. Yeah. Forget that happened, you man. Forget that happened. I don't know what. But that is not the video I was meant to be playing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what's going on.
You're the best. I swear down. You're the best, fam.
Forget about it. We're not going to see it now. It was when we scored against Tottenham. just think back in the archives. I can't find the video. That ain't the one. All right. Here we started in goal. Kelleher or Allison.
No, do you know what?
Hip in the
You know things are bad when I can't even find a goal celebration.
The thing is, I saw you searching. I thought, yeah, he's got it. And then when I saw drop the feet, I was
like, I had it, bro.
hip in the stress.
I thought I had it myself. Oh
man.
Oh man.
All right,
Matt, did you know they've changed the Appleton bottle?
No, not even. They've actually changed it.
Still tastes great though.
I was gonna say, I bet it still tastes like amazing. I love that drink, bro. In goal, Kelleher or
it's real. It's real. What is it? No wins in 5. No goal scored in 4. Is that what it is, right?
One goal scored in 5.
And no goals in 4, though.
What was our last goal? The West Brom goal, innit?
I can't remember. That's how bad it is. Yeah. Can you remember? Are you sure?
Yeah, man.
Sure, what a myth. A mirage. Bro.
I can't even cope.
New intro, new training ground. We say we're part of the curse. You know, I might go back to the old intro. You know, we win.
No, it's real. Juju is real, bro.
If the new intro is the reason why we're winning games, I am dashing it in the bin, and we ain't never seen that intro again. We're never seeing it again.
If that's the case, we need to reverse the curse right now. Drop the new intro right now, randomly in the middle of the show, and let's just get this curse wiped, bro.
Hold on, drop the old intro with the new intro.
The old one, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said drop the new. I was like, how long
did I say new one?
For? Yeah. You said new.
See, that's the juju. Drop the old one, bro.
Nerdbeat said we even find the net from the art. We can't even
find the net. Yeah. Bro, it's peak. Yeah. I saw one from True Dawn where it's just like, it just sums up our season.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I was thinking,
no.
Do well. Go on. Kelleher, Allison.
I'll go Allison.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the old intro, bro. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, we're gonna drop it at the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll drop it at the end. To give the positive vibe. I'm gonna go Allison again. I'll go Allison, I think. Still gonna go Ali.
They say this is a big rich town.
Hey, do you remember how mad everyone went when he bought Trey Songz? Everyone was like,
that is the liberties, bro. You don't take Joe off for singing, bro.
No, it's true. It's true. You can't. About this.
I listen to this old school R&B brother getting vexed by the disrespect.
Joe's partly responsible for me having my first child, bro. You don't take Joe.
Oi, you see the old school man, Joe and Jaheim. Are you mad, bro?
Jaheim.
Them man are clear, bro. Them man are clear, bro.
Don't forget about Joe. We could be doing a little throwback if we start on this little road. I'm not gonna lie, still. We're doing a little throwback still.
As long as you don't talk about that, Robert, we'll be fine.
Not that. Not that, brother. Not that, brother. John Conway, Man United 1, Liverpool 2. I really enjoy watching your live streams, guys. Thank you very much, John. Says we're social distancing from goal to meet Deo. All right, so who plays in defence then? Who do you think we should start?
All right, I'm gonna come out and say something now. I've got to apologise. I have to say it. I went back. I told you, man. I went back. I went back like an idiot. Yeah. I was on my way to work and I was watching some of the game.
I cannot believe.
No. I'm gonna explain why.
Why are you telling the story, man? I just thought of a perfect song which I'll sing quietly in the background. Go on, bro.
All right, go on. I'll tee you up. So I started watching the game to analyze Trent again.
Please forgive me.
Did I get it wrong?
The blessing you gave to me, I see everything clearer now.
Bro,
that's what I'm gonna do. When you guys start talking to that, I'm just gonna think of slow jams and singing them quietly in the background.
Oh my days! Listen, people, I'm gonna say this. You see when I said like don't scapegoat Trent, I still mean that, but I think I was probably defending him too much. He was absolutely doo-doo. He was doo-doo. So I hold my hands up. I admit when I'm wrong.
Hey guys, I ain't no rowdy guy. Sometimes I have to talk because my mouth too slick. Kopish, why you playing me like I ain't got ish?
No, Callum, you're killing me, bro. Oh my days. Oh my days. No, Trent was doo-doo, fam. He's getting replaced.
Like
so we say
8-month baby doo-doo, bro. That's what it was, bro.
Yeah, no, Trent's just... And again, everyone else was bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why. I think it's because I just don't like it when people scapegoat. But again, I looked at some of the things I thought they weren't scapegoating. It was more people just thought he was doo-doo. And he was just doo-doo, innit? It doesn't matter if it's wet or dry. Doo-doo's still doo-doo, innit? That's that. Do you know what I mean? You can slip on it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever, innit? It's doo-doo. So...
You know when you're like, how is it green? He hasn't had anything that's green.
Still doo-doo though, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's going on here? Like...
Yeah, no, it was mad. It was mad. So yeah, I would actually throw in Nico because I think Trent take Trent out of the game. I'll go Nico. Then I'll go. Oh no, we can't even play Chris Packett as well. Matic will break.
Man said, "Oh no,
we can't even play Matic." I just realised, innit, the game's come too fast for a minute. Man, I have to say.
Oh, he can't even take 2 walks in the field with his dog in one day, bro. Never mind play 2 games
bro,
in 3
Matic
days.
would sprain his wrist opening a packet of crisps, bro. That's how people is. I'm gonna go to open the crisp and be like, my wrist, like, like imagine that trying to open it slowly as well. You know when you're in a cinema, people, and you're trying to open the popcorn when things were normal, and like there might be like the bit where the film's about to start, and you get some people that just don't give a damn, where they're just like. I'm like, can't you at least wait until the first scene kicks off where the noise kind of builds up a bit? You know that way there? Like, I don't know, some people are mad though. I'm one of those people that try to open it slowly.
No, but here's the joke, bro. If you're opening a packet, you should be being quiet anyway, because you don't know that says Tesco on it, bro. Because when you buy it in the cinema, it's open already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Me and the missus used to go to the cinema. I used to pack up her handbag with apple juice, popcorn this week.
What do you know about the woman's clutch, fam? That bag was
I used to sneak these in there, bro. It had to be the proper handbag, bro. If we got that, it could have been a madness.
Shout out to everyone who knows about telling your girl to bring the tote shopper bag, bro, so you can fit everything in there. Bro.
Trust me, bro.
So, Matt, you guys tell about what we do? What we doing for?
Oh yeah, what we doing? All right, sorry, my bad. All right, we'll go. No, but it's mad tricky. All right, Fabinho can't play Matic. Flip, we're actually in trouble. we're actually in trouble, guys. If you go Phillips, I don't. It's not that type of game for Phillips. It's not that type of game. Fabinho and Reece. You know what? I'm gonna play the man until he breaks. We know Matt's gonna get injured again. It doesn't matter whether it's today, tomorrow, whether it was 2 minutes ago. We find out on Twitter. I'll just go Fabinho and Matip, and then I'll go Robbo at left back. Matip has to play, bro. We ain't got no one else. Let's be real. That's my back four.
Jeez, man, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm playing Matip. I'm playing.
Yeah, but he's gonna break anyway.
Yeah, and Fabinho needs a rest. You're right. I'm gonna go Matip and I don't even know. Matip and has anyone got a coin?
Did I just thought of?
I'm gonna go Matip and Reece. No, Matip and Nat.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Cal, with that centre-back partnership, that don't strike me with any confidence whatsoever. Matip and who?
Yeah, I know, man. What else can we do, man?
Do you know what that sounds? Shout out to the people that know on Twitter. Have you guys might have seen it as well. Have you guys seen that picture of like a door and it's been locked? It's been locked by a
knick-knack.
By a what? Or a knick-knack or what's it? That is mate. It's just waiting to. No, it's waiting to open the door and the teacher just bust.
We have to though.
Oh, bro.
Bro, he's worse than a knick-knack, bro. He's like a what's it trying to hold the door shut, bro.
Man, what's it? Any type of moisture, the thing's done. Oh, bro. Man said moisture and Matip is done, you know. Matip done.
Matip and Phillips for me. Are we going Simicast left back?
I'm going to be honest with you, like, to just keep it real easy. I'm going the same team that played Man United in the Premier League. I don't want to lose this game because of how bad we've been. I'm not even going to front, guys. I'm actually saying play the exact same team that played Man United in the league.
So you're going full strength, Drift?
Bruv, we've got to try and find form from somewhere, bruv. I'm not even joking, bruv. We have to, man.
Is there any point? That's what I'm saying, Cal. Because remember when I said, you asked me, I think at the start before Drift came on, you said, what type of team do you think we should do? Like, and I was like, we probably have to go strong because we got nothing else to lose. Yeah, and Man United will go strong as well. So,
and I can't even imagine Reece trying to keep up with Rashford and Martial.
Oh,
Lord have mercy, bro.
Yeah, I'd be peaked.
That'll be like watching your dad try and run around and catch your
later
son,
in the
bro.
show. I'm not gonna lie, Aldrin. I had this save for later in the show. I really did. But shout out. You got there.
Massive boy, you know.
Right. And it's stood. All right. So let's say we go strong then. So what we giving Matt? Do you
know what? Somebody just said that Hendo was still out. I heard that it was just a knock for that game, and then he was all right. Is he still out?
We don't know. I don't think there's been an update, if I'm not mistaken. I just heard there was a strain. That was it.
Can I be honest with you, look? I'd rather play Wijnaldum at centre back next to Fabinho than Phillips or Reece, you know.
Can't, man.
Wijnaldum?
No. If I see that, I'm completely done.
No, Reece or Phillips playing centre back against Rashford and Martial. I don't even see the point.
Drift. You might as well go Reece. Only being is because he had a good game against Spurs. But again, that could have been.
Bruv, you keep saying that, but he still got done by Son for the goal, bruv.
Brother, I hear that, but if we play Wijnaldum at centre back here, not even like trying to accommodate, say like a back three where we can try and, bro, I'm telling you, it won't end well. I don't think so.
What about Rashford versus Reece, bro?
Reece has to take 20 yards back in it and just assess the situation. I just hope that Fabinho can come and bail him out, fam.
But Reece is so slow. I don't even know if 20 yards is enough.
Tell me what you want from me. Can you help me? Tell me how it's gonna be. Without you, my whole life is falling apart, and I'm going crazy.
Oh my days! Nah,
Like
Cal, you're
a
killing me.
prison
I'm actually crying,
when
people.
I'm alone. Oh, Virgil, I need you.
Hey, you know what? First, when you said "Tell me what you want," I thought you were singing Drew Hill, bro. I just
No.
heard my man doing that. You know, you remember the chubby one when they do that dance and he's jumping, bro.
I said, tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me.
Oh no.
Ilias,
Oh,
Burnley. Before the Burnley game, I was a teenager. When we lost the game, I'm at home. I'm 21 now. We've all aged, bro. We've all aged.
Trust
We're all
me,
in trouble.
We have.
We saying score predictions, then, Matt.
Go on, mate.
Well, I don't even know, you know. I want to say Liverpool win, but if I'm saying that, I'm saying that because that's, obviously it's what I want. But do I really think it's going to happen? Like, on what's going on right now?
John Shaw just wrecking his family. No.
Man, gave him a choke slam from hell, you know. I would never say we're going to lose a game. I would never say we're going to lose. I don't think I've ever said in the history of me talking about Liverpool on this platform, I've ever said Liverpool going to lose a game. I have. I take it back. The Barca game from the 18-19. Well, I didn't think we would go through. Tell a lie. I thought the Barcelona was too much. I don't know, Cal. Go to Drift. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're gonna give a score prediction, bruv. It's me and you out here, bro.
Someone in the comments just said that rumors are that Sean Dyche shouted at Matip after now he's injured. And you know what, bro? There's no point me worrying about Jinx anymore. My team's so bad. We're like Jinx or Bell out here, bro. Liverpool 2-1 win. We go through to the next round. How about that?
Cheese!
You gave a prediction. Now I know we definitely ain't winning.
No, I'm gonna say right now. It will. All jokes aside, yeah. I'm swapping Robert for Origi, and I'm playing the same team that played them at Man United, except for that swap. That's the only thing that I would change. If Hendo ain't playing, then I would reluctantly play Phillips just because he's older and apparently age matters. So I'll play Phillips.
Drifty regarding Origi. Go on, Drift. Continue.
I'll play Phillips and Matip at the back. No, sorry. Fabinho and Matip at the back.
And
but if Matip ain't there, then I'll play Phillips.
Just a new. Origi, you are close to me. You like my mom. Close to me.
Oh my days!
You see when Origi was through on goal against Burnley?
Yeah.
You don't actually understand the level of disappointment I felt. All of you lot feel like you was disappointed with Origi missing that goal. No, I was disappointed. It's the only time during the whole game
you didn't even
when I changed in expression, position, anything, bro.
Cal's right. Cal, that is so true.
I knew you were in a bad way when Origi.
But he was in a sunken place when Origi missed. You know, normally Drift will message us or call us straight away. There was radio silence. You know, I was like, something that Drift in a dark place, bro.
Bruh. Kal missed super chat. Might have got injured watching no context. Mad. I'm gonna go 1-1, and then it'll go to penalties.
If Origi starts, I don't even know, Cal. I'll be honest with you. Oh, all right. Two-one Liverpool. Don't even ask me why I'm saying 2-1 Liverpool. Deep down, I know it's going probably going penalties. No, I'll be real. It's going penalties. I think he'll go penalties. I don't think we've got enough to beat them at OT. We never beat them at OT either as well. So I'll be honest with you. He's going to go to a draw, and then I think penalties, and I think whoever wins that goes through. That's the best answer I can give you, bro. He will go penalties, I reckon.
Cool. All right, guys. So we're going to just speak about some of the rivals before we bring you guys in on the phones and get some of your questions and comments. So Matt and Drift, at the moment, Liverpool, where we fifth in the table, I believe. I'm just going to bring
I think so.
Check. It's painful. I couldn't say the last time Liverpool were fifth in the league.
Fifth, languishing.
No, we're fourth. Sorry, we're fourth. Tottenham have got a game in hand. Everton have got 2 games in hand.
Oh, so we're basically sixth.
All right, I'm just going to say
they will win their games.
Leicester are above us, Man City are above us, and Man United are above us. Out of those 3 teams, I'm going to add Tottenham in there. With all due respect to Everton, I'm not going to add Everton because I don't see them as title challengers. Who do you think out of those teams? So Man United, Man City, Tottenham, and Leicester has the best chance of winning the league, and why?
I think Man City, because they have the know-how, they've done it before, and I think for them it's revenge season. I think last season they were always going to have a dip in form because it's hard to keep up that kind of energy and that pace like how we're finding it. I know injury is a big part, but that's how it kind of goes. And I think Man United, they're doing well, but Man United, I still feel they could potentially hit a bad patch. And I think when Man United hit a bad patch, in my opinion, they take a lot longer to recover than a Man City. Even though, this is going to sound mad, I don't think Man United have lost away in the Premier League in over a year.
Yeah, their record.
So their away form is absolutely stupid. But saying that, maybe I'm more hoping City do, but I just think City have to know how they've done it before. Pep knows how to get these men riled up, and I think with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's doing well for them, but all it takes, is, in my opinion, is for something to go wrong, and then we'll really see what Man United about. Man City have kind of gone through their bad patch, it may seem so far, so I think it's City. And also as well, shout out Leicester, but hearing the news that Vardy got injured as well just takes away a little bit from there. And I've always said it with Leicester, they have to play their best 11. I don't think they've got a massive squad where they can like take people out and whatnot and replace them with the same quality. So I'll go City, and then City, if anything, out of them, all them teams, bro.
What about yourself, Drift?
What's the question?
Leicester, Man City, Man United, and Tottenham. Who is favourite in out of those teams if we don't win the league?
City.
Why do you say that?
Because they're the best team in the league if it's not us.
Pretty short and sweet still.
Straight to the point, really.
As soon as they signed Ake and Diaz, there was a huge possibility City were going to be back to being the best team in the league.
Fair enough. Even though Kevin De Bruyne is out for a little stint.
How long are they saying he's out for?
4 to
6 weeks.
But knowing Pep, that's 3 weeks.
No, but the wickedest thing is that I'm not even putting in the universe that Man United are now the favourites then, so I'm sticking with City regardless. Although, Man United, I don't wish injuries on anybody, but Man United are just a Bruno injury away from having that same issue. I'm not saying he's the only one who's performing. Pogba's been playing well lately. Rashford obviously always gets goals and stuff like that, but I just feel like whatever the juju is that allowed Man U to feel they could accomplish things is attached to Bruno. And I feel like if they had to go like 2 months without him, I think they'd eventually fall away. Pogba can't be consistent. That's one thing we know. He can play well for a little while, but he can't do what Bruno did where he'll be like, I don't know, 8 games in a row or 10 games in a row where he'll perform well in every single game. Do you get what I mean? there's inevitably going to be a point where Pogba's going to have one of those Pogba games. And if Bruno's not playing, then will be who the guy who will step up. Because let's not get twisted. I'm not going to take away no ratings from Man United for winning the games they're winning. They're winning these games, fair enough to them, yeah? But if you actually watch the games themselves, it's the jamminess and the weirdness of them and this season that's allowing them to be where they are. Take the Fulham game, for example. That Cavani goal was the luckiest goal ever. Like, you know, when a rebound just drops straight to the guy and you're like, Jesus, could you have got more of the rubber, the green than if you know what I mean? And little things, you're just like,
straight to
like they've been good this season as well. That's the joke of it.
Yeah,
even the Burnley game, Man United didn't really deserve to beat Burnley. Everyone's talking about Pogba. Pogba played well, don't get me wrong. But his goal was still a massive deflection. It wasn't like it, you know, you get what I mean? Like, they're getting so much luck right now. So even though they are playing well, they're not playing amazingly well. So I don't know if that can keep going all the way to the end of the season. If they were literally battering everyone and just playing football like we do or City do, you'd turn around and be like, shit, how on earth has this happened? Like, Man United are actually amazing. But I'm watching games and I'm like, when they're winning, you're still looking at the performance and thinking it's not that great of a performance.
Don't read out. Don't read out. Don't read out.
I saw it.
We can't read out because of the. We don't.
Yeah. You can't.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That wordplay is pretty smart. You know. That wordplay is pretty smart.
Guys, I found out how to fix Mane. You remember when R9 had that haircut with just the front bit? Just take the ting and attach it to Mane.
Mad thing.
Are you like? I'm telling you now. Mane's hair is the problem.
Bro, it's his own fault, bro.
It's true, you know.
All he has to do is bick it. Just bick the ting, man. Just get. But
he's holding on to something that's already gone.
Just let it go, man.
It's already gone. It's like,
listen,
damn,
I can tell. No, listen, hold on. I can tell you, look, firsthand, yeah. It's actually quite a difficult decision, even though it seems obvious. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it took my barber about a month to convince me time was up.
Yeah, but Drift, your hairline never went. Your hairline never went back to your ears, fam. Do you know how pink that is? No. I love Sadio, but bro, it is nuts. And if it did, you would instantly go. Listen, you man would actually say to me, Matt, your hairline is touching the lobe of your ear. Lock it, just lock it. Done. Like, just done, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? You man would just tell me. Can't this. I don't know what Mane's doing, bro. I don't even know.
Man said when you salute, you don't salute like that, you know, you salute like that, bro.
Guys, we are going to open the phone lines now. The bit that you guys have all been waiting for. We're going to bring you guys in. What I will ask is you guys, if we can ask you to just keep your questions to a minute, so we can try and get as many people in as possible. But the lines are now open. So again, please don't take it as us being rude if we kick you off. It's just that we want to try and get as many people and some new faces in the chat as possible. So let's go. We've got our first person in.
And there's the timing as well, the minute. Apologies.
Shout out to Zane. How you doing, Zane?
What's going on, bro?
It's peak, bro, right? It's peak. I had to go on a terrace last night, right? And Drifty, you're the king of analogies, right? Imagine this, right? Imagine you just start age secondary school, right? You get a bit lippy to some year 10s at lunchtime and they start chasing after you because you don't know the layout too well. You go down a dead end and they'll beat you up. I got violated after. And you know what?
I saw it, bro.
I couldn't do nothing, bro. What could I fight back with? If I did, I look crazy, bro. It was, oh man, honestly.
I felt bad. I felt bad for you. You was out there behind the enemy lines. Has anyone seen that film, bro?
You get me, right? But I had to back it. South London, do you get me? We roll different down here. Do you get me? But you got to go with it. All right, Drifty, right? I got to come straight to it, man. Origi, bro. All right, I'm gonna come to it cold with it, right? Right. Again, right. Origi, right? I'll give my opinion on why I think he was done last season, right? And I just want to understand where you're coming from. But my boy plays youth football, right? And then as parents, you're not allowed to cuss off the kids. It's kind of disrespectful. But there's certain players that come on, the players will kiss their teeth like, no, why's this god brother coming on, right? And then when he misses a shot, they're like, look at each other like, no, I knew it, bro. That's that kind of vibes Origi's giving me, man, because yesterday, it was all aligned for him in the stars. We never get any luck, and suddenly the Burnley defender messes it up. Origi's through and goal, no one near him. And we say, put the thing away, bro, put it away. And what does he do? Oh, brother, man, tell me what you see that I don't see or other Liverpool fans see, because
he should have scored. But he should have scored. I'm not going to defend him to the point where I'm going to act blind about it. He's got to score that. I was so disappointed in him for not scoring that. But as I said yesterday, I'm not making excuses for him, bro. Technically, players like him, Minamino, they are still rusty. Like when you don't play every week, those chances are gonna scare you or be harder for you to take than others. But he should have scored. He should have. But I tell you why I've always got faith in him, bro, because he's got everything you need to be a top striker, and that's why I keep the faith. If you said to me what attributes make a top striker, I would say height, strength, pace, and good feet, plus an eye for goal. And whether people want to admit or not, Origi has all of those. He just needs to morph them all together. He does. He has all the attributes to be a great striker. So for me, I'm still going to hold on to the fact that I see something in him that if he was given a run of games, I think he could unleash. That's all. That's all. You know what I mean?
Drifty, you missed one important thing there. Scoring goals is an important thing for a striker, brother. You didn't mention that once in your list of things. You get me?
No, but brother, if you look at his Liverpool record compared to minutes, he's got a good goal return, you know, bro. Like, honestly, if you look at his goals to minutes, his goal return is actually pretty good. When was the last time you saw Origi even play 2 games in a row? He's got 34 goals for Liverpool, bro.
Do you know what I see, right? I think he had his chance yesterday, right? Being locked in that basement to tell Klopp, bang that goal and go, look at Klopp and go, you can't keep him in the basement now, bro. What are you going to do now? And he flopped it, bro. It was just set up for him to show Klopp, take me out of the basement.
It was. No, but brother, remember when he got out of the basement against Everton last season and scored a brace? He went straight back in the basement like he was a donut, bro. So he knows it don't matter, bro.
No, Joe, I hear that. And let's got one quick question, then I'll jump off, guys.
Cool, bro.
Obviously, we've been found out, right? Obviously, our system, pattern of play. Look, let's keep it real. Any team that want to beat us, low block it, and just wait until we run out of gas and just get a corner and score from that. Do you get me, right? Looking at the future, I would like a proper centre back, a proper cam, and a proper number 9, because I think we need to start bringing back the 4-2-3-1 and actually have a different kind of play for these kind of teams, because it don't work no more, right? In your opinion, what players should we bring in the summer? Who do you think we should bring in to help us change the way we play?
If it was up to me, again, I've got to say what I would do as opposed to what the club would do, because God only knows what money we've got to play with in the summer. If we're going to get a centre back, I would personally like us to try and go and get Konate. If we're going for a cam, either Grealish or Maddison. And if we're going for a striker, then I'd like Mbappe. Drift?
Yeah, I feel if I was in charge and they were giving me all the money they could, I'd buy Grealish or Maddison, preferably Maddison, because I think that cam role that you're talking about, I think either of those two could play that role beautifully for us. I'd go for Mbappe up front if I was living in the dream world. And if I'm being realistic, then I mean, we got to see where we're even going to bloody finish before I can even think about stuff like this. This was so crazy. All of a sudden, we're all upside down. For centre-back, I would probably... You know what? I want to go with Upamecano because I know he's got everything we need attribute-wise, but I'm worried about having another injury-prone centre-back. Like, genuinely, what is the point in paying 40, 50 mil for another defender who's going to be like Matic? And obviously, Upamecano is probably better than Matic with injuries, but you get what I mean. Like, when you look at his injury record, he's been injured a stupid amount of times. And the Premier League is even harder than the German League. So if we buy him and he ends up injured all the time, it'll feel like, what was the point in buying him? But in a dream world, I get up on Upamecano, I get Maddison or Grealish, and I get Mbappe. But I mean, that I'm living in such a dream world there that I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. So
No, I hear that. And then the final comment, and I'll breeze, bro. Who's that brother on your fan? After the game, the fan reaction, the one that just chatted for about 6-7 minutes, bro, and he's got no time limit, discipline, bro.
Shout out, man, like Joe.
Joe, yeah, that brother. Allow it, fam. Come on, man. Because trust me, when I see a 12-minute video, there's 2 other man, and then suddenly it's you for the rest of the video. Nah, bruv, come on, man. Allow it, please.
But I was saying, you got to start jumping on them, bruv. Start sending in your match.
Man, if I get a chance to, Joe's taking up the whole time. Do you get me? But anyway, hey, do you know what? Here's the joke. I'm going to jump on. Marco Ramsey, bruv. He's in the chat. He's in the thing, bruv. Bring this brother on, man. I've got to hear what he's got to say, bruv. He's a joker.
Hey, Michael wants to jump on the ting, bro.
He's in the ting, bro. Bring him on, bro. I want to hear this guy,
We'll bring him in.
A little shout out there as well. Match review is viewers review show will be dropping straight after this as well. So,
indeed.
Respect. Anyway, guys, a good one, man. Love your show.
Big up, man.
We'll catch up, bro.
Cheers, man.
Take it easy. Astamaron Teke, thank you very much for your super chat. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, who gets a slightly more time on the review because he always contributes with one. We've got the one and only Joe K. How you doing, Joe, bro?
I'm good. I can't believe I'm actually on. That's amazing. No way if I just big up. Zane there. That's actually class. Oh my god. Yeah, no, how are you guys?
Good, thank you, bro. How are you?
Nah, big up, man. Big up, man. I just want to say as well, guys, the reason Joe gets a little bit extra time is because he's dedicated and he's always there. He's actually like the clock of the viewer review. Always there, always on time, always dedicated, guys. And that's why. So big up, Joe, man.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, 60 to 90 seconds. I don't think, especially because we've not been good at the moment, I cannot put it in 60, 90 seconds. It requires a lot of explanation. But yeah. I love your show, guy. Drifty, I've got to say, I do agree with your opinions on Origi, in all fairness. I mean, I know there are only a few Liverpool fans that kind of are still with Origi in terms of support, but I do agree that he has the qualities as a centre forward, and if he does get a run of games, it's he's really not that bad. But the reason why people have been slating him, he's only played a combined minutes of 13 minutes this season before the game yesterday. I don't understand how people can expect him to be so good. But yeah,
sorry to cut you, Joe. 13 minutes in the league is all he's played so far this season.
Before the Burnley game, he only played a combined 13 minutes.
In the league, that's bad.
In the league.
Tell him again, Joe. Tell him again. No, and this is what I'm saying. And people think he's going to come in and then he's just all of a sudden going to be all worldly and just be up to match fitness.
No, I get what he's saying, but I think let's not gloss over the fact of we all said it. He should have scored. He should have scored. Yeah. But again,
he should have.
I still said his performance though was good. I thought his performance was good, and he should have been taken off. To be fair,
I have been supporting Origi quite a lot. I've never called someone a C more loudly in my life after Origi missed that. Honestly, I nearly got kicked out. But yeah, I really think I said it after the West Brom game. This FA Cup is massive. Honestly, Arsenal have been an absolute banter club this whole decade, but they still managed to win 4 FA Cups. I know this isn't our season, and it probably isn't going to be our season for the league, but if we can try to get an FA Cup out of this, honestly, that just would be unbelievable. And I want to see us at Wembley. We haven't been at Wembley for ages. Last time was in the Carabao Cup final, and then the last time before that was in 2012. So, yeah, what do you guys think?
I'll take
after the way the season's going, bro, I think we kind of have to take it serious because it probably is one of the only chances we have to get silverware this season. I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm not like Callum who wants to win all the domestic cups. I just see them as a little bonus on top. But I actually think this season, the way things are going, it might be the only chance we have to win something. So I will be disappointed if we go out. I will be. Especially
to United as well. They're on top of us in the league. They're 6 points. Imagine the state of us if we lose to them in the FA Cup. Imagine it'd be disastrous. Honestly, I don't think I'd be able to take it.
Agreed.
But yeah, on that FA Cup, I'll give you a quick would you rather. So would you rather win? So on the condition we win the FA Cup, Man City win the Champions League. So would you rather win the FA Cup and Man City win the Champions League, or not win the FA Cup but then Man City don't win the Champions League?
I win the FA Cup.
I'll take the FA Cup because we're having such a terrible season. At least it's a trophy. And Man City are still not. They're still not Man United, even though they're a rival. They're still not Man United.
Yeah, I'm not really that fussed about Man City. I hate them, but they don't bother me because they don't have any fans, and it is what it is, I guess.
Do you not think that because we've had this contest with City for the league, do you not think that if they win the Champions League, we'll have nothing over them? No,
because we've won the league and Champions League already since Pep's been there as well. So I wouldn't really lose sleep over it.
What about when it would come to the Klopp-Guardiola debate? Klopp has leverage over Guardiola because he's won a Champions League with us, whereas Guardiola has only done it with Barcelona.
Yeah, that's true.
I do get that.
At the same time, you have to look at what Guardiola spent. Like, he should be winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
we didn't have a right to win the Champions League, especially after being 3-0 down to Barca as well.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's
true. You know
what?
Can I let you lot in a little secret? If he wasn't Man City manager, I actually adore Guardiola as a footballer. Like, he was one of my favorite footballers. Like, everyone who's like close to me knows he's in my top 10 best footballers of all time in terms of like my favorites. So I also obviously like him as a manager, but then going Man City meant I had to dislike him. So secretly, I wouldn't be as bothered about him winning Man City the Champions League as if like Pellegrini or Mancini or one of those guys had won them the Champions League, because he's our enemy right now. But I do feel like people are a bit disingenuous to Guardiola because of the teams he managed when they try and take credibility away from him. He's a special manager. Don't get twisted. Guardiola is a special manager.
Yeah, I mean, he plays insane football, but, oil money FC, come on. Like, without money, oil money FC, that's what I call them. But yeah, I don't know, how long's the show? I could ask another question. But
we'll let you ask one more, but then we're going to have to get the next one on, so go for it.
Yeah, but so just quickly, do you think we need to really seriously think about altering our front three or not? How serious do you think it properly is?
Firmino's got to be dropped in the front three. We need a new striker.
Like, fully
I would drop Firmino. I would drop Firmino to the end of the season and play Origi.
I wouldn't go that deep, but what I would say is it needs to be addressed in the summer. We need to get a killer in front of goal. We need someone like a Haaland. We need someone like a Lewandowski. We need someone basically that their sole focus is more so goals rather than anything else. So yeah, we need a striker in the summertime, I think.
Drifty, you just called him Firmino. What's happened to Robert?
I know. I'm having fun today. Tomorrow he'll be back to Robert when he drops a clanger. Watch.
It's Sunday he plays. Man can't drop a clanger when he's not even playing. Drift, allow him, man.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Joe, we're gonna bring on the next person, Joe. But,
all right, that sound.
Big up, bro.
Much love.
Big up, man.
Much love to you, bro. And thank you as always. Take care, yeah?
By the way, anybody who's actually trying to tell me that I'm crazy to drop, I'll go back to it for real. Anyone who thinks I'm crazy for dropping Robert for Origi for the rest of the season, let me even just ask you lot quickly before we bring someone in. All jokes aside, if they both played the same amount of games between now and the end of the season, who would score more goals, Robert or Divock?
Maybe Origi, but then I suppose you may.
So is it really stupid for me to say?
Then again, do you know what, Drift? Do you know why I'm not actually? Do you know why I'm backtracking slightly? You made a valid point. Remember when you was talking about, he's not feeling it. He's kind of given up. I still feel like even if Origi gets placed at the end of the season, obviously he'll try his best, but I don't think the desire is going to be there where he kind of feels like, right, if I bang in all these goals, then Klopp might fancy me more next season and play me in more games. I still feel like Origi's kind of got in his head.
But bro, forget the next season.
You know what I mean?
If Origi knew that he had the confidence that Robert does right now, yeah, and he knew that he was going to play next week, even if he wasn't that good this week, and he knew he was going to
Okay.
continually get game after game after
If we're
game,
talking about just
I think
goals,
his mentality would change.
if we're talking about goals, then I'll probably go Origi. Real talk, I'll go Origi. I think Origi was
So is it
more
really
goals.
that crazy for me to say drop him and play Origi now? How many goals has Robert got this season? I think it's 3, right? And he's played pretty much
I don't
every
even
game.
know. I don't even know. Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
He's played about 18 games this season and he's got 3 goals. That's atrocious. And I'm not even trying to pile on because you lot know I don't want to.
I think he's got 5 goals in the league, which is actually the same as Mane.
Oh yeah, no, but Mane's been poor as well this season. But the thing is, Mane's not the number 9. I need my number 9 to have more than 5 goals, man.
Mane's much more advanced up the pitch than Firmino is.
I don't know, man.
Arguably gets more shots than Firmino as well.
I'm just saying, Robert just ain't been the one. I think Divock will get more goals between now and the end of the season.
Fair enough. Nick, hi guys, still hurting from yesterday. Pain go away.
Let's just play Jota, man. When Jota come back, Jota will be the answer.
Yeah. Kai Lewis, I missed your super chat, but you asked. It says studio's full. Is that normal? It is sometimes the studio's full. So we're going to get the next caller on. Keep it moving as well as quick as we can. Mr. Tibbs09, as much as I cannot stomach Man City winning the league, it would ruin my year if gasp United win it. Yeah, that would be a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. If this United team with Oli win it as well, no. All right, next person on the call, Mr. Michael Ramsey. How you doing, Michael? Michael,
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 you there?
Michael. Come on, Michael. We always hear
the
from
legend.
You. You've always
Come on,
got
Michael.
to say in the chat. You can't go quiet on us now.
For real.
Don't do a Manolo. Michael, where are you, bro? Michael, I'm gonna have to give you a little countdown of 10 seconds. Michael. Hold on, there's 2 Michael Ramseys in there. Give me a sec.
Oh, there's 2. Oh, maybe kind of came out of one and then come back in the other, if that makes sense. So maybe it's the other one.
No, Michael. I had to go to the next person.
Someone's trolling. Someone could be trolling, pretending they're Michael Ramsey.
Maybe. Shout out to Anton. Anton, can you hear us?
Anton, you there, bro?
You hear me?
Yeah.
You sound a little bit echoey, bro.
Yeah, you muted your mic now, Anton. Oh, you muted again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about Genie, him leaving. I have three choices to come for Genie. Who do you think is who suits us more? Is it Awar, Basuma, or DePaul?
I'd probably take Awar personally if it was up to me.
Do you guys think we need a more defensive midfielder to replace Genie, or?
See, here's the thing.
I'd probably go Basuma.
If you're looking for someone who's more defensive, I would say Basuma. If you're going for the all-out attacker, you go Rodrigo de Paul because he's more so he can play. He's a lot more flexible in terms of he can play, if I'm not mistaken, further up the pitch as well. And I think Hossan Moura is a little bit like Genie, but little bit more attacking. Me personally, because of the amount of midfielders that we have at our club and what we have at our disposal, I would go either Hossan Moura or Rodrigo de Paul. But I think I'll go Awar though.
Yeah, I would go up to Paul as well because I don't think we have enough attacking midfielders.
And
I don't think.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna sell Naby or Ox if we let go of Genie, and Milner is staying as well because we need his leadership. So, yeah,
great shout, to be honest. That makes what you just said.
I think one of them will go, bro.
Who?
I
Ox or
don't
Naby?
miss someone. Yeah,
I still think that one of the other two will go though. I think one of Ox or Naby will go. One of those two will go. I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think so.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Great question, Anton. Really like that question. That was a really good one.
Thank you for having me on.
We got
No,
man.
absolute
No, I appreciate
pleasure.
that,
Thank
man.
you very much for coming on, Anton. You take care,
No
bro.
worries, bro.
Take care, man.
Nick, how does one get to ring you guys? Love to talk to you. So the link is in the description on our YouTube page. So if you go to the description, you'll be able to see the link and you'll be able to call in. And while you're there, make sure you smash the like button as well, please.
Indeed.
Gonna bring in our next person now. Kai Lewis. How you doing, Kai?
How you doing, guys?
Not too bad. How you
blessed,
doing,
Can you
man.
hear me? Yeah, I'm good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm good. But my love life ain't too good, to be honest, because of Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie, man. Honestly, like I'm asking girls like, oh yeah, can I shoot my shot with you? They're like, oh, when your team does that, let me know. It's just like raw like that. It's awful. But anyway, before I ask my question, can I just touch on FSG real quick?
Of course,
Yeah,
go
of
for it.
course.
Because Drifty's right. Like, when you own something, yeah, I'm gonna rant. Hold on. When you own something, you take care of it, don't you? You love it with all your heart. Yeah, when you own something. So it's like if I have my phone and my phone screen's cracked, I'm getting a screen protector straight away because it's damaged. Our team is damaged right now, but they don't really seem to care. One analogy that I always seem to like say of myself is that if I go to the gym and I'm pumping iron and I'm working, I'm using weights, because I want to get my body to like a certain level in physicality. When I get to that level, I'm not going to stop working out. Like sometimes you have to work even harder to maintain that physicality.
Agree.
We're not at the top. Why aren't we working just as hard to get to as we did to get to the top? It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Honestly, it makes no sense. But my question is, if you could change one thing out of Klopp's reign since the start to now, just one thing.
Nah,
one
that's real.
decisive moment.
And take it from someone who went to the gym and then stopped.
Yeah. But I was going to ask my question.
Come on, bro.
My question is, if you could change one thing that Klopp has done, not necessarily the Klopp, like one decisive moment in the club to change one thing, what would you change?
Him not playing Jota in that stupid game.
Out of his whole reign.
Oh, the whole reign. I thought
His
you meant
whole
this
reign.
season.
No, this
the whole reign.
His whole reign, yeah.
Oh, whole
I've
reign.
got a couple, I can't lie.
Matt, you might hate me when I say what I'm going to say, Matt.
I was going to say, I'm thinking exactly the same thing as Callum.
Are you really going to say what I think you're going to say?
I think you're going to hate me, Matt. And I don't even mean it in a bad way.
Oh, wow. No, I'm not going to hate. It's your opinion, though, isn't it? It's your opinion.
I've heard that line before. That's something that
it's your opinion. I don't understand. I ain't going to get mad. I might be disappointed, but I won't get mad.
I would have personally not bought Naby and I'd have brought Bruno Fernandes.
Facts. I'm sorry. How can Naby be our most expensive midfielder? People don't realize, but yet he's produced the least output to the team.
It's disappointing, man.
It's disappointing. Like, I love you, Matt. Like, your laugh gets me going. Like, it's so funny. Like, do you know what it is? With Matt's laughing, it's the cry at the end. It's like, it's what's getting me through lockdown. Like, it's too funny.
I hear that. I respect, bro.
No, but you've got a good point. Like, we can't really hate on the fact that he plays for Man United. Bruno would have actually improved our team a lot more than that. But you know what? Hindsight is easy though, because at the time, I must admit to back Matt slightly, I think Naby Keita was probably the most sought after midfielder of that summer. And we thought us getting him was like the best thing we'd ever done. So hindsight is quite an easy thing to go by.
You
get
back
what I mean? Like,
for real.
Another thing with like the top 3 clubs right now that are top of the league, it's having a goal-scoring midfielder, which is saving them. Like, I think it's so vital to have a goal-scoring midfielder. Because if I ask you the question, take the front 3 away, who is scoring for us? Who Who's actually scoring for us?
No one. I think Ellison has the most in midfield with 2 goals, I think.
It's not good enough.
2.
It's not good enough.
Yeah, it's real. And that's why I said that when Matip and Van Dijk aren't playing, it isn't just about them being defensively a loss. They're actually people who score goals from set pieces as well. So we lose out on that. I think Van Dijk got 4 goals last season. That's pretty big because a lot of those goals were important.
Crucial goals as well.
We don't
Crucial
have that
goals,
anymore now.
The goal against Man United last season, Van Dijk started it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why last week, we're not looking, it's mad. It's mad. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, Kai, absolutely pleasure.
No, big up, bro. Big up, man.
Always in the chat as well, supporting, so we appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate the love, my bro.
Take care. I've got some apple juice now. Safe.
Yes, my God.
Imagine the apple juice.
You take care, guys. Take care.
Take it easy, bro.
Another thing, just to answer Kai's question as well. I know Fakir's entourage did a bit of a naughty one by trying to get extra out of the club. I'd have taken Fakir. I'd have made that deal happen.
Do you know what, Cal? I actually think Cal would have probably been our Bruno Fernandes, isn't it? When you really think about it, that's what he would have done for us.
It hurts me.
Yeah, let's not go down that road. It's a lonely road, bro.
Bro, we talk about hindsight, but obviously you got to look at the other side of the picture. Philip Coutinho. Imagine Coutinho in this team right now.
Don't, bro.
If we didn't sell Coutinho, I still think we'd have just been a top 4 team because we'd still have no.
No. But I'm talking. I hear that, but I'm talking about last summer when he went on loan to Bayern Munich, and we the agent was pushing us to be linked with him. Klopp didn't say. Well, Klopp. It's not like Klopp didn't want him. Klopp was just like, we can't afford him, innit? Klopp made the whole thing about we can't afford his wages and blah blah blah. Again, that was FSG basically saying we're not paying for this man. We're not paying for a rent.
But let's just live in a world. Let's just live in the world where we could maybe be like Chelsea or Man United or Man City just for a moment and think Coutinho stays and then they still get Alisson and Van Dijk because they realise it's what we need.
Bro, then it's different. It's different.
We dominate.
And this is the reason why I have a problem with FSG, because we've been conditioned to keep believing Moneyball's the way it's supposed to be. Says who? I know it's sensible, and I know everybody doesn't have that kind of just spend money willy-nilly attitude. But if you really want success, and even like Kai just said, to like back up what I've been saying for time, when you love something, you actually show love to it. And they should have been in a situation where they're like, okay, Klopp, if we feel like you need Ali and you need Van Dijk on top of what we've already got, and then that will be what makes us the best team ever, let's figure out a way to do it. That's how it should have been. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
but Coutinho,
I don't want to be sitting there in 10 years' time sounding like an Arsenal fan, talking about we never replaced Coutinho. You still hear Arsenal fans to this day saying they haven't replaced Vieira. Like literally to this day, To
this day.
I don't want to be like that with Coutinho.
To this day.
For real.
To this day.
To this day.
For
real. Next caller, the legend himself, Conroy. How you doing, bro?
All right, guys. How you doing?
How's it going, Conroy?
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, Drifter, you reminded me of my 21st. I had the Jack Daniels story. And I've had to start drinking Jim Beam for quite a while now. So try that. That's quite good. Jim Beam's the way to go.
So we see the JD's dangerous though, isn't it?
Oh mate, honestly, you can feel. I can still taste it in my stomach, and that was about 5 years ago. So that's horrendous. And, no, I know. But well, I was just got to come on tonight, guys. Thanks for having me again. It was just actually I tried to send the super chat last night, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Like the chats and every Liverpool fan channel, and I was talking about Jota coming back, and as we said last week. Completely agree. Jota would be brilliant to come back, right? But I've got a bit of an issue because I think we're contradicting ourselves here. We're moaning about Van Dijk and Gomez being on the page, and then at half time last night, quite a popular channel puts up, "Can't wait to get this man back." But for me, Jota would impact, but he's not a saviour. There's still so many issues. Like if we can't create chances, I don't think one man's going to change that. Even though he's been brilliant, and as Matt said, his performance has been out of this world. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that because I feel like there is a bit of contradiction going around because I feel like Jota is amazing, but if the team's playing that poor, I mean, he's not Maradona. He's not going to take the ball and beat 5 men. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of covering the wool over our eyes a little bit, because I feel like it's the play is the big problem now.
Yeah. Do you know what? For me personally, it's more hope. We kind of know, I think all Liverpool fans know, Virgil van Dijk most likely isn't coming back. And if he does come back, I think a lot of us are going to think that he's been rushed back, something we don't want to see. Liverpool, no, they're not going into the transfer market. We know that. Klopp has kind of come out and already said, Raj, you know what? I don't pay the bills, and right now it looks like, he kind of said, I don't have final say. I pick the players. What else do we have to cling on to other than a Jota? Now, you're right. Jota ain't going to fix everything. This is the killer. He won't. But that's the only thing we have to cling on to, because other than that, we've got all the front three out of form. Divock Origi has, in my opinion, a decent game and gets hooked off after 55 minutes, We can't create anything. So we're going to be hoping, and as fans, we kind of do it, that one man can give you that lift. And who knows? That one man might actually lift the front three. I don't know, bro, but you are right, because I think Jota is not the saviour. He's not Van Dijk, in my opinion. Like, if it was the other way around and it was Van Dijk, I would probably sit there and say to you, do you know what? Van Dijk coming back, and we know, I don't know, say it wasn't AC or whatever, but we know he's coming back. I would be like, nah, he's the saviour. He's that guy that can just give us that belief that we can win. But, bro, I will say this, though. If I actually deep it right now, I might even go on here and say Jota actually might be the best finisher out of all of our front three. Might not necessarily be the best player, but he might be the most clinical, potentially. So that's something else to cling on to.
Couldn't agree more.
That's something else to cling on to.
Yeah, no, the other thing I just want to say, guys, because I know we're tight for time, was a couple of weeks ago, I think Drifty is not the biggest fan of the FA Cup, but I've got to be honest, I've always...
You know what? I think it's unfair to put the pressure on Jota.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, definitely agree with that. It's I feel like that's another good point as well. But it's a bit like that now. We know how the social media works. It's like to distract from the fact that we've won the league. It's the 22nd of January. Arsenal signed Matt Ryan this morning with no rumours. Done. There you go. And we're not going to sign anybody. Mbappe, we're not going to sign it. We know we're not going to sign anybody. And it's just... But the other point I was going to say, guys, was see the FA Cup. I do remember, I know my kind of childhood was Mourinho, Ferguson-esque, but even when they didn't win the league, I always thought they were quite smart at always winning a trophy or keeping that mentality. So I don't know if you agree, but I actually think the FA Cup has become really important in the last couple of days, especially after Thursday. Don't know if you feel the same way.
I do. I always want to win the FA Cup, but now even more so because the chances of winning other trophies is slipping. It's not over, but it's slipping. And I don't want to come out of this season not winning anything, especially after what we did last season. And Klopp hasn't won it yet. It's one of the only trophies Klopp hasn't won since he's been at Liverpool.
True.
I want Klopp to win every trophy that's available to him while he's at the club. And if it means if we can't win any other trophy and we just win the FA Cup, I'm not going to sit here and be as joyous as I was when we won the league or the Champions League, but I will be okay to an extent that we've still got that winning mentality in the team and that we picked up another bit of silverware.
100%. I completely agree. I think it's important actually to keep that, because you've got to remember, lost the League Cup final, lost the Europa League final, Klopp's never won a final in 6, he's terrible, he's this, he's that, and then that just disappears. All the fans disappear. I do feel like right now we need to remember Klopp is probably the best. I'd say he is the best manager in the world, because he basically came out today and said he's not getting back in through gritted teeth, and he's still. I mean, I was watching another channel. I feel like we need to be careful here as well with FSG, because I agree, like Drifty said, it is about sustainability, and I think they've maybe taken as far as they do it can go. But what happens is eventually managers like that, it's all good means, but eventually Klopp. I think there's a better chance that Klopp will get fed up before 2024 than the opposite happening. I feel like after the last 4 months that could happen. I feel like it could happen.
I agree. I agree with that, yeah.
And last thing, guys, I know you want to go, is I watched James Maddison's interview the other day. I don't know if you saw it. I know it's not Liverpool orientated. I actually thought I wasn't sure about Maddison, and I watched him the last couple of games. And I think his mentality is brilliant. It's really, really up there. And I feel like he's going to cost about 80 million or something like that. But you're getting a guy who can play a cam and a centre mid. So we spoke about that a few times. I feel like that's the one signing you're getting at the Premier League who you're getting time with, and you're getting ability for a few different positions. So I just thought I'd let you know. I feel like that's definitely on the Maddison train now.
Yeah, he's quality. Shall I tell you what is about James Maddison as well? When I watch him, even whether he scores a goal and celebrates or post-game interview, he genuinely looks like he feels privileged to be a footballer, and he loves being a footballer. And it's rare to see that. Some footballers, it almost seems like it's just a job to them, whereas he looks like he just enjoys playing football at the highest level. And as you said, his mentality, when he speaks about Carragher, he hears Carragher's criticism of his game, and he goes and tries to improve on that. It takes a big man to do that. It takes a big man to hear criticism and say, you know what, maybe I agree, maybe I don't, but I'm going to work on it and try and get better as a player. I think he's got great mentality as well.
You have to remember, Kal, he played for Aberdeen a couple of years ago as well, on loan. So he has had quite a rise. People forget the rise. It was Aberdeen loan, Norwich 1 year, Leicester. He's probably thinking he's getting pennies. He's not thinking he's going to play there. So I think, 100%. I'd love to have him at Liverpool.
Yeah, same here.
I'll take him at Liverpool, 100%.
But no, cheers, guys, and crack on the show. Brilliant.
Man. Pleasure's all ours. Thank you very much.
Guys, take care. Cheers.
Take care, bro. AAM Klopp to change things around, starting with Mane's hairline. I don't think he'll do that. I don't think Klopp has the power to change Mane's hairline. I think only God has that. Klopp might do. Hey, David, I'm walking away. Cal, do you do requests? You know, I'll drop Craig David in a bit later. I'll find a suitable time and I'll drop it in. Don't you worry. I do requests for today only. I do requests. Only songs though, none of the other stuff.
So guys, am I on a delay?
Yeah, you're on a delay still.
I think you might not be now though. Okay. What's the last thing you just heard me say? Yeah.
What's the last thing you heard me saying?
Yeah, you're on a delay. You're on a delay. I would say actually, but if you come back, hold on. Let me see something. Hold on.
Drift just be like, I'm flipping delayed. From the stream that's in my life, I'm flipping delayed. Ooh, to find a better day. Oscar, counter-press heavy metal football is what we need. I don't think we can do counter-press heavy metal because teams sit in against us. They don't come and attack. So I don't think we can. I think that is the fundamental issue. So that's why I don't think they can. Gonna bring on our next guest. Jamal Thompson, sorry. Jamal, can you hear us?
Yeah. You can hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I've been watching from day one, you know. Yeah. The favorite episode where you guys had was when you, Matt, Drift, and Gaz was going in on Mingule. And the reason why you was going in on Mingule, Drift actually said that the reason why Mingule is so bad at being a goalkeeper is because his face was so flat. that had me cracking. After that, I said, you know, I gotta watch these guys. These guys are quality.
I remember that episode. I remember, you know, Jamal. I actually remember that.
Drifty's logic sometimes.
Yeah, my question is is about the front three guys, because every time that question comes up, which one will go? Everybody says Mo. And I maybe say Mo as well, but today James Pierce also came out and said that how Liverpool have no intention of selling Mo, and even Mo say he wants to stay at the club. So for me, I say Bobby. The reason why I say Bobby is because, guys, he's been rents and he has been at the club the longest, 5 years. And he kind of remind me of Alexis Sanchez in the way how he's burnout. Because, guys, you remember, these South American players, they press and they use plenty energy. And to keep that up for 5 years, I think he might be on the decline. So I want to ask you guys, if one of the front three have to go, who would you want it to be?
I gotta agree.
Yeah, I hate to agree, but it probably would be Bobby because I think Mane still has more to give. Even though Salah obviously going through bad form, I still think Salah has more to give as well, though, because there's a reason why Salah is still our top goal scorer. I just think he's going through bad form like all the rest of them. But I have to agree, it's probably Bobby. I think, in my opinion, it's easier to replace Bobby. And when I say replace, you bring in someone who's a different player to him completely. So it would be that kind of Haaland striker. Do you know what I mean? That old school centre forward. Or in a dreaming world, you go and get an Mbappe, someone completely different. Someone just thinks get the ball in the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? Whereas obviously Bobby, to be fair to Bobby, I think Bobby's done as well as he can. Remember, what people need to understand is even though he has number 9 on his back, he's never been a number 9 in his life, like ever. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes we do forget that because when there's a chance where you think, how did he not bury that? I know the chance may seem easy, but when you are not a natural finisher, we don't say them things there to like say Oxlade-Chamberlain or a Naby or even somebody else because do you know what I mean? They're not strikers. Neither is Bobby. It's just that he's asked to do that. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
I still pick Bobby though still.
Yeah, and the last question I asked is a little left field, guys, but would you take Eden Hazard?
Injuries? No, I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
Wonderful player, wonderful footballer, but the injuries, no.
Yeah, the reason why I said that is because, guys, how much time Hazard messed us up. He was, come on, man. I just remember Mourinho. Every time he ran at Mourinho was scared. So, yeah, man, that's the reason why I say Hazard. But no for you guys?
For me, not right now. Not at the time of his career. I'm not trying to say he's bad, but I just think it's kind of productive, in my opinion, to what we're trying to do. Because if you bring in Eden Hazard, for me, his best position's on the left, even though he can play 10. But let's just say he plays left. That would mean that who goes in the centre then? What? So you're going to put Hazard left, Mane goes back to the right, Salah goes for the middle? I would rather go for that striker. I really would. I really would, personally, for me.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks.
Pleasure. Thank you very much, Jamal.
Pleasure, bro. Thank you, my bro.
Big up, man.
Johnny 10 Guns. Owners like Abramovich and Arabs are football fans. They get joy from improving their teams. American owners, money comes first. Dollars, their NFL or baseball team, or dollars go to their NFL baseball teams. It does seem like that. It does seem like that. I'm not going to lie.
But you know what? The thing is, we can't even really be angry at it in regards to that is what their loves are. NBA, baseball, NFL. That is what Americans love first before they like football.
Yeah, it's their first love, innit? It's their first love.
So you can't even be mad at them for it. But what I do have a problem with is why did you buy the club then? That's what I have a problem with. Why did you want to buy a club if you knew you weren't really going to be bothered
then they can make more
That's
of
what
this.
my issue is.
They make more of this, fam. More bread, innit? More bread.
Unfortunately, that's where it seems to be. The thing is, it just seems as though they're spreading themselves too thin, especially with a pandemic. They're spreading themselves even thinner, which results.
Yeah. When you've got multiple franchises on the go, and obviously this pandemic is hitting all of them, you're going to be stressed, whether you like it or not. But this is why we don't feel sympathy, because we never told you to do all of that. We never, do you know what I'm trying to say? I think that's where it stems from. That's why I think Liverpool fans are frustrated, because yes, we understand the pandemic has hit. It's hit everyone. Do you know what I mean? But other football clubs can still get their stuff done. Why can't we? We are big enough. We've won how many trophies in the last couple of years? We've brought in revenue. Obviously before the pandemic, look at the sponsorship deals that these Americans have been able to get us. They have been big sponsorship deals that kind of go under the radar sometimes. So, yeah, man.
It's a tough one. AM, I'm celebrating everything, even offside goals. YNBJ. I don't know what YN. Do you know what YNBJ means, Drew?
Huh?
Do you know what YNBJ means?
You'll never. I haven't know. I haven't know.
Hoping the last two letters ain't what it shouldn't be still.
No, maybe something like you'll never be jokes or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to get into the whole other headspace thing there. Anyway.
Welcome to the show, Guna Lee. Arsenal top and everything. Okay.
Hey, I was coming for all the smoke, you know.
Guna Lee, I'm gonna warn you. If you say anything bad about the club, I'm gonna come for you as well.
Listen, I'm coming for all the smoke.
Well, be prepared. Be prepared, bro.
I'm coming for you, Cal, first because you've been stamping on Arsenal for too long, and now the tables are turned. So come and take a seat next to me. No. Let me show you the pad, by the way. But let me. I want you, man. Come and take a seat next to me, man. You know what I'm about. But first,
let me just start off by saying the tables haven't turned because you're 10th in the league. So
listen. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I have us four in this little stream right now, and it's a big platform. So again, just big up to you, man, because of respect. Because I mean, honestly, like I'm here in Dubai right now. It's 1:41. This is where I live now, innit? And I still have to come in and
hold on a sec. PlayStation 5, live in Dubai. What you say? You want to buy Liverpool, yeah?
Listen,
hey, my man's not affected by the pandemic at all, bro. Living good.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you now. You lot are in trouble, you know. And you know what? The one thing I don't like about the Liverpool fans that now is that you lot are still a little bit on the. Like, I feel like you lot think that you're a bigger club than what you are. Like, you're a massive club, innit? And you've won so much. But the problem that you lot have got now is that you lot just, your heads have gone too big. And now the problem is, like, you got Salah that wants to leave, Ronaldo wants to leave. You got, obviously, Van Dijk that's going to come back. We don't know if he's going to come back. You lot are all praying for him to come back. But is he going to come back to be the same person? So, you got a lot of big problems right now, and you're sort of like you're coming down to Arsenal level. Like, I feel prouder to wear this top than you, man. Listen, where's your tops nowadays, man? What's going on?
Joe, I think Joe said this perfectly. Tiny Arsenal. How are your European cups?
You know what? The European Cups thing, I get it. Like, I'm not going to say that Arsenal are a bigger club than Liverpool, innit? I'm not coming with too much smoke, man. Allow me. But all I'm saying is, yeah, that when it comes down to it, I think Liverpool, you're going to definitely be the new Arsenal. You're going to be going back because in my lifetime, I'm 29 years old. I've only ever known Liverpool to be good for 4 years. It's that real.
29, I'm 31.
Come on, like, be real.
I hear that. No,
you know what? I was watching your stream. I remember playing PES, and I used to be swapping over Channel 5 and seeing you, man, on there.
But you guys were on Channel 5. It's just that you lost in the final when you got there as well. So
yeah, listen, man, Channel 5. Listen, we've all been there. So that's like it's a cycles thing. But my main thing I was going to come on for, forget the smoke, innit? Like, obviously, Liverpool, you lot have done madness. But I think the big thing that you lot have to kind of get your heads around is, yeah, you've done well and you're still doing well, but you're at the end of your 4-year cycle. And even Jamie Carragher was saying the other day, like, most cycles are 3 years, 2.5 years. And you lot are kind of at that 4-year cycle. That's a long time. Because I remember, even when you lot were obviously not winning, but you're getting close to those places. I think that you obviously included that in your cycle. So you had the first, was it 17-18?
17-18 season where we got to the Champions League final. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, we lost to Real Madrid.
And I remember even when Daniel Sturridge scored the goal to get to the final, and I remember watching that game, and I was like, yeah, like, it looks like you lot are onto something big. So I think you lot have to kind of take it as a pinch of salt. Like, you're gonna drop off inevitably. Like, it's been a long time. Like, you've had Mane, Salah, and all of them guys kind of in and out. So now you kind of coming back to Arsenal's level and that. So we're gonna go past you. Get me, someone. Come on.
Nah, bro. Listen, I respect what you're saying. Yeah, I do. But you got a long way to get back to where we are. But I get what you're saying. All jokes aside, though, I think you're right. Football is about cycles. I've said that from the day. Like, to maintain that success, that hunger, injuries, mentality, is a lot to do in 4 years. And I know the bit that you're talking about with the Carragher thing, and I think Carragher's right as well. The only thing is that I think the reason why I wouldn't say Liverpool fans are big-headed, it's more that we didn't think the drop-off will be this quick, this soon. So even though it's that fourth year, we didn't think we'll be where we are. Because I already knew we weren't going to do what we did last season and blow away the league. But I just thought we would have done better. But a lot of us would arguably say that's injuries. And because of the injuries we've had throughout the season, that has disrupted us. Because let's be real, even if you just gave us a fully fit Van Dijk, I generally feel like we would at least be like 3 points behind, if not joint first. Like that. That's one player. That's one player.
One thing with the one player, I do get it, but your problem hasn't even been conceding goals that much. It's actually the creativeness and the attacking. So you can't really say, oh, like, no, let me obviously reframe that. Yes, because obviously Henderson and Fabinho will be in the midfield, so that's kind of counter-attacking and that sort of hustling and bustling in the midfield to kind of deliver and shot them balls through. Because one thing you lot don't clock about Fabinho, I'm sure because you lot watch him all the time, I'm sure you all know actually. The way Fabinho shots them balls in from the kind of deeper line all the way to the attack, to the wings.
Yes.
Always Fabinho. And then you got Henderson that gives them, you know, them kind of like first time whipping the balls into the
yeah.
So that's my thing. I think, that makes a big difference. But at the same time, I just feel like one player, it's too much to be putting it on one player. I feel like there's bigger problems, and it's that cycle. Like it's a 4 year of obviously the same kind of top players that you've got. You should have been going in there, even what Fergie used to do. He used to get 3 players or like 2 big players, and that's it, and sort of like make that team a bigger and better team. But what you've done is kind of like rested on your laurels, and it's again because we had like 6 weeks or 5 weeks, so it was quite hard to get all of that in. So obviously Thiago, he's a baller. Like I love watching him. That guy's just too saucy. He's too good. But was he what you really needed? You should have gone out and got like that what's his name? Daka.
Patson Daka. The Patson Daka from RB Salzburg. Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what I think you should have kind of been looking at. But it's a weird one. It's a weird one for you lot, man.
Do you know what? I get what you're saying. I will say this though. Football is about cycles, and I think it's just a matter of time now, but I think we will address a lot of issues. You're right. I think obviously the issue is bigger than Van Dijk, but what I'm trying to say is this. He's such a big and key component to the way how we play, not just about his presence. The way how we even play. As you talk about Fabinho, when Van Dijk is back there, remember Van Dijk sprays that ball to Trent, he can open up the game, or even to Robbo. And the presence as well from set pieces. So I get what you're saying. It's not one player, but he's key though. Remember, he's the spine, an important part of the spine of the team. So do you know what I mean?
But Salah's looking like he's jetting off to Madrid, man. It's stress for you lot.
Do you know what real stress is? Nicolas Pepe.
Listen, you know what? You lot going about Pepe, yeah? Don't get me wrong. Like Liverpool have got some flounders in their team already. Like you can think of, like as you said, Keita. Like what has he done? Like, you got some real.
He's done more than party. Nah, you ain't having no party anytime soon. Let's be real. No parties, bro.
Arsenal are on the come up. I'm listen. I promise you. I'm telling you.
Arsenal back. Yeah.
You're back.
No. I'm not saying Arsenal are going to win, and this ain't Arsenal chat. This ain't Arsenal chat. But what I'm saying is Arsenal are going to be above Liverpool by the end of the season. Bookmark it. I'm telling you now.
We will bookmark it.
We'll bookmark it,
please come on the show when the season's finished.
Listen, and I watch every. My missus knows all of you man's names. She hates the show because she every 3 days. I can't take the show, man. It's too much, but I watch every show. I'm here, I find out I'm a member and all of that. So I'm here. I'm about. So I'm gonna be there representing. But yeah, I think we're gonna finish above you because you lot just I don't even know, man. Even my favorite player, apart from Son, I know it's bad to say, but I like Son. But apart from Son, yeah, Mane is my favorite player, bro. He's killing me with the fantasy points, bro. I don't know what that guy's doing.
Bro, we gotta say much for joining.
Big up, man. Big up.
Appreciate that, bro. Enough love,
End of
my
the
bro.
season, I'm here for you lot.
Make sure
you're here. And also, as well, if you're going to be here, if Arsenal supposedly finish head of Liverpool, yeah, I want you to come and tell me when Pepe can score 10 Premier League goals without no penalties. All right, cool. We'll talk soon.
Man.
We'll talk soon, fam.
We got big boy players coming to you, man. Don't worry about
All right. Smith Rowe, new Ozil and that, yeah? Smith Rowe, new Ozil, yeah?
Come on.
Enough love, my G. Enough love, man. Enough love, my bro.
Luca Alves, what do you think is the problem at the moment? Lack of determination, motivation, or fans, or the boys just going through a rough patch and never walk alone? By the way, lads. Me personally, I don't think there's a lack of determination or motivation. I think fans plays a little bit of a role. I just think we're in a really, really rough patch at the moment because we took a gamble at the beginning of the season with not adding another centre back, potentially another player as well in another position, and it's come back to bite us. All the gambles we took, for example, even keeping Adrian a second choice and not getting an upgrade on Adrian and not getting a centre back, not maybe getting another attacking player as well. I think all of these things were gambles that haven't paid off, and I think that's come back to bite us quite hard. Himanshu, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm having a bit of a technical nightmare, so just bear with me, yeah?
No problem, bro.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
Himanshu, I think Paul do need a player like Hazard who has more to his game than just goal scoring and pace and can carry the ball at bad times like Grealish. Look, Hazard is wonderful, but it's the injuries that scare me. I'm scared of getting injury-prone players. I'm just scared of getting injury-prone players.
Same. And
too many ourselves.
Yeah, the amount of injuries that Hazard has had at Real Madrid is, bro, it's actually like, it's mad, bro. Every time he comes back, he gets injured. Like, I don't know what's happened to him. Like, it's mad. So, I personally wouldn't. I think he's 30 now, 29. I'm not saying he's old, but I just think you can go and get someone else. Go and get a striker, man.
Mr. Pharmacist, you sound really happy to be here.
Yo, what guys? It's been ages. This is the first time on the show. I've watched you guys from ages back when Matt was doing videos from the open top bus. Yeah.
That was Devo still. That was Devo.
You look the same anyway. Now, wait, then. I want to help you out, Matt. Yeah, last stream everyone was like taking the piss out of you because everyone was scapegoating Trent. I'm being on the level. I don't think we should be scapegoating Trent, but I think why everyone was on his case was because when you're losing the ball, everyone sees that. But when we're always shooting, like everyone's thinking, all right, maybe we will. But to be honest with you, these guys are world-class players. And they got to start finishing at some point. And Trent, over the last couple of games, maybe it will be better for him just to like stay out of a game or two. And then probably the same mentality goes into his brain, like when he took over from Klein. Because it wasn't that Klein was shit. Klein was doing all right for us. He was probably our best fullback at that time. I mean, definitely. I mean,
yeah.
Moreno with left back, no way. And then now, I mean, Trent, he isn't playing. He's playing shit. It's poor form, but he isn't shit. He's definitely not shit. And maybe if he sees that, oh God, I ain't even been here for like 5 years yet, and I'm getting pushed out the first team. He might give him that kick up the backside, and that's it. He's on his run again. And all respect to Gunnar Lee, but I think it's been wishful here, like saying that we're at the end of our period. Because if we just go back to last season, I think everyone thought this front three has at least another 1 or 2 seasons left in them. And even before that, I mean, I was thinking, this is too good to be true, but they're keeping it going and going and going. I still think that they can do it for at least another 2 seasons. I wouldn't get rid of Bobby yet. Not yet. I think to be honest with you, we didn't replace Sturridge. Origi could have replaced Sturridge, but Sturridge was the guy that he'd come on and he would have scored that worldie, like against Chelsea, but nothing was going our way, and Sturridge comes on, he gets that worldie, and I think Origi he can score these goals, and like I forgot his name earlier in the show, he goes that Origi's only played like 30 minutes before Burnley game. It's not right, but it's the FA Cup. Origi was never in our first team. Like, I think even in Klopp's first season, even that second season, he had those few appearances. And every team we put out in the FA Cup when Klopp was in charge, they could have won the game. They just never finished it. And I think if we did win it, I mean, the last time we won it was in 05-06. And if we did win an FA Cup earlier, like when we got to the Champions League final twice, first time, second time, when we were going well in the Premier League, maybe our quality would have been upped to another level. Because then this second team with Origi, Minamino, Keita, even I think buying him a season early fucked us over. We should have just waited for him.
Yeah, I mean, you made some good points. I think for me, even the Sturridge point. I mean, look, I loved Sturridge when he was at Liverpool, but he actually wasn't that much of a big impact coming off the bench. It was only 2 games I think he came off the bench in the league last season. He actually scored a goal. And those were in the first couple of games in the season. The first one against West Ham and the second came against Chelsea where he scored the worldie. Apart from that, Sturridge didn't really contribute that much in the league.
Maybe not visibly, but what I felt is that, the standard of our finishing is dropped since he's left.
Yeah, no, of course, definitely. Sturridge is one of the best finishers we've had at the club in the last 20 years.
Right,
I mean, he's still on a free now. I'm surprised he hasn't been snapped up by a team. But yeah, I do agree. We've needed a killer striker since we lost Suarez, we've needed a killer striker, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's just that Mane and Salah have been masking the fact that we haven't had a clinical striker, but now it's where teams are figuring out how to play against us a bit better. I think we now need a killer striker to take the burden off Mane and Salah a little bit and spread the goals out throughout the team a bit more. And that's why I think Firmino's got to be the one who's sacrificed, because Mane and Salah will still give you the goals, still give you the assists, whereas Firmino's not going to give you as many goals and assists because his main facet to his game is creating space for others or being the assist before the assist. But when you're not doing that and you're not scoring, you pretty much become null and void in the team, and you start to show that at the moment he's not indispensable. And I think having a striker through the middle gives us a new threat, especially with Thiago being there. Makes us more dangerous potentially from crossing. It gives Mane and Salah a focal point to play with or play off as well. I just think having a striker, changes things. So I hope we do get one. I really hope we do get one.
One more thing.
Bro.
Yeah, since Klopp's been here, I mean, I looked on Anfield Online. The net spend has been 102.65 million. Yeah. So, I mean, in that time, they are sitting on a lot of money. They have to be. And to be honest, I think Mbappe could happen this season. But it's the question of someone needs to go. Because you can't bring in... Yeah,
that's the problem. Sorry to interrupt. That's the problem. We've been conditioned to thinking someone has to go all the time. Why can't we just add Mbappe and sell one of the fringe players who doesn't really play much? Why does it have to be one of the main 3? And again, I'm not saying if Mbappe comes in that Firmino should still be in the team. I'm saying you upgrade your team and that player who was there before goes on the bench or becomes part of the squad.
That's what I'd like as well. But at the moment, Firmino being like, is he late? He's late 20s now, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I think Origi's similar as well. I think if we get another striker, we'll probably get another 2 and then shipping them out. But I want to see them right now, like Drifty was saying, and someone else, and not everyone else. But if they were given a run of games till the end of the season, and Origi got more goals, more confidence, and to be honest, the whole team, I think they're too dependent on the fans to push them over the line.
Maybe. I mean, I don't like the idea of having to sell one of the front 3 to bring in another top player. For me, we've built an amazing foundation. Let's go and add the nice stuff around it now. Let's go and decorate the house to make it look even more pretty rather than taking away something to bring something else in it. Like, for me, you shouldn't have to do that. I think we should be able to have money there in the kitty, sell some of our fringe players and go and buy players like your Mbappe's and stuff. And I don't expect it every summer, but when was the last time we spent a lot of money in a summer?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
We have. I mean, it's the only real signings is Alisson and Van Dijk, and Van Dijk was in January,
and this was off the back of selling a player who
exactly.
didn't go. The player wasn't forced out, so I don't think we can blame FSG for Coutinho wanting to go.
No,
but you have to ask, if Coutinho didn't go, when would we have spent money?
But another good thing for FSG, I think when FSG took over, I think at that point FSG were good for us because they knew how to manage how to manage Liverpool as a business.
Yeah.
Not really as a football club, but as a business. And they made some bad decisions, but before their reign, we were down in the dumps.
Yeah, no, I agree. Look, I'm not going to say I badmouth FSG. They have done some good things, but as you said, they were good for us. I think we may have potentially outgrown them unless they change their strategy going forward.
That's all. I mean, if Klopp doesn't get top 4, top 6 this season, do we even have a chance of signing Maddison or these other players? In my opinion, because at the moment, Villa can even go ahead of us.
Well, we could sign these players, but we'd have to throw stupid money at them. And if history provides us with anything, we're not going to throw stupid money around. So no, we haven't got much of a chance.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping these players start performing soon. I mean, United is going to be test. If we don't go out to United, you reckon Klopp's going to take it seriously? Play first team, or is he going to play the second team?
I think it depends on the situation, who we get next, what our squad health is like. I think it's difficult to say. This season is such an anomaly. It's so hard to predict things. Even as YouTubers, it's hard to come on these streams and predict things. Like last season, I'll be honest, last season before the pandemic was pretty easy for us in terms of predicting what was going to happen and do and what we were going to do next. No idea this season. No idea.
Today, you could think that I don't know, Henderson, Fabinho, Salah, Mane, they can play, and then tomorrow, next thing you know, they got COVID, staying out for 2 weeks.
Exactly. I mean, it's true. Mr. Pharmacist, we're going to let you go and bring on the next person. Is that all right?
Well, 1 second. Would you keep Fabinho at centre back and then just buy a new midfielder to replace Fabinho?
No, I want a centre back. I want
centre back
Fabinho
as well. Centre back. I want a centre back. True centre back in the summer. Well, obviously now, but I know we ain't get one. So summertime.
I mean, long term. I think Fabinho he could make a sick partnership with Van Dijk, but
I still prefer. I want him in his best position.
Yeah, same. He can do it as an emergency, but I still want a proper centre back, like proper team, isn't it? So we can utilize him back in midfield where he's that guy.
Because he wins the ball up higher in midfield because he's high up the pitch. That's why he doesn't. His play hasn't. I don't think it's changed that much when he's dropped back. But it's because he's the last line of defense now. We appreciate him a lot more, and because he's replacing Van Dijk.
Very true.
Thanks, guys. Sorry for taking too much time, man.
No problem. Thank you for calling.
No worries, man.
No worries.
All right, you take care.
Yeah.
Joe K, honoured to make my debut on the fan calling show. Shouldn't have taken the bait from Zayn so lightly. Big love to Kopish family. Gonna bring in our next caller. We're gonna do maybe. I know Matt, you've got to go in a bit. I don't mind staying on.
Yeah, it's still going a thing, bro. That's calm. Yeah.
So we'll bring on the next.
I'm still just having technical difficulties. I don't even know how far behind I am.
No problem.
Man said he just finished the he just heard the last one, innit?
Yeah. A-Spec is Fabinho, low-key Brazil national team's #1 centre-back now. I hope not.
Yeah, I don't want him to see him play for Brazil right now. We need that man injury free, but all jokes aside, maybe in that conversation though, because he's playing so well.
Yeah. We should sign Paquinho from Porto. He is quality. I've never heard of
nothing about him.
Yeah, no idea. Gonna bring on our next caller now. Mark A. Mark, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man.
What's going on, man?
Last time I came on, bro, we were doing so well. I don't know what's happening.
I remember. I actually remember, bro.
You had a fresh trim, like you had the afro comb, everything was good. Now,
I don't know what's happened to our team, man. I don't know what's happened to our team. But my question's about right back with Trent. Like yesterday, I just saw McNeil shred him differently, and like he hasn't been on form for a few games, and this is when your backup right back should be able to step up and like just come in and maybe let Trent rest for a few games. So is that like a problem for us at right back? Trent, I mean, Nico's too inexperienced to step in and help Trent because he just looks goosed. He looks so tired. He does, honestly. McNeil sent him and the guy was like jogging. He couldn't even run.
Yeah, bro. You know what?
This is why I wanted Eder Militao so much as well, because he covers centre back and right back. Now, obviously, I know we needed a centre back, but let's say for argument's sake, we're playing against a team and Trent he's unfit or he's not looking good in training. You can go Matic, Fabinho, and Eder Militao as the right back for that one game if you need to, and you know you're going to be solid. Again, Nico is just shy of being ready, and it's unfortunate. But what you don't want is to throw Nico in there, something bad happens and it sets him back, because we saw what our fans did when he made mistakes so early. So it's an awkward position. We just got to hope Trent plays himself back into form, but does it very quickly. But I definitely see your concern. I echo it as well.
I fully understand it as well, because I've been saying when we let Hoover go, I was like, I'd rather Hove stay than Nico. Thing is, though, you look at Hove now and he's only played like one game at Wolves, so it's hard to even say what his ceiling is. But I just felt personally for me, he was the slightly better one out of the two. But it's like what I said on the show the other day, like people were laughing saying, when I said, I'll take like Semedo, innit? See Semedo at Wolves. I know he's not the same Semedo at Barcelona, but I'm telling you from now, would you rather a Semedo or a Nico Williams at right back if Trent is out? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Obviously Semedo's better, but he's for Liverpool,
he's not amazing.
He's not good enough. He's
not amazing, but I'm not good. But for me personally, I would take Semedo as my backup right now over Nico, and that's the problem. When people were saying
Semedo did cost 45 mil or something like that, though.
No, I hate that. But this is when like people started saying, I told you, like Nico's the truth because he had a couple of good games. I was like, no, that's good because I want Nico to do well. But I've always said I don't think he's ready. And correct me if I'm wrong, and people will have a different opinion to me, but I don't ever think Nico will ever be our starting choice right back. And I kind of feel like sometimes you have to get a right back that's going to push your other one to at least make him think he can lose his position. Because as you said right now, Mark, Trent is playing poor, but Klopp still feels like, right, him playing poor is still better than Nico. If not, Nico will be playing.
Yeah.
That's what does that say about Nico? I don't know, man.
Time will tell.
Can I have another quick question? Quick.
Yeah, go for it,
I don't want to take too much time. Last time I think I slated Naby Keita, but these last few games, I've realised Naby, we actually need him so much.
Oh my
man, I'm sorry, but we need him.
It's cool, man. It's cool,
He's the one player in our team who can dribble and break the line and take 2-3 players out of the game and just open up their pitch. And last few games, it's just been so stagnant and horrible football.
Stiff, innit? Same thing over and over again,
Route one football, spamming crosses just to the defenders. It's just a joke. But I feel like Naby's the one guy who can just beat two men, open up their pitch, get to our front men. So just what are your thoughts about Naby?
Listen, I would agree. I just think I understand people's frustrations with Naby, like because obviously it's the whole injury thing. It's the same thing with Matip, innit? Because we know how good John Matip is, but we also know can John Matip stay fit till the end of the season? I think Naby Keita is that guy. I think he can unlock any midfield or any defense in world football. But the problem is with Naby, it's the fitness.
Guy's never
It's
fit,
getting
man.
him.
Never.
Yeah, it's just getting him fit. If we can get him fit at least till the end of the season, we've got to rinse him because I think
Yeah.
he might get sold. That's the honest truth right now. I think the way things are going and time's not on his side, he has to get fit. So if he stays fit, we've got a player on the hands. If he's not fit, I hate to say it, we can't even talk about him, and that burns me because that's my guy. But yeah, I agree with you, Mark. Fully agree.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. I do think Naby's got the talent to do it. We just haven't seen it enough in the Liverpool shirt. And
yeah, man.
I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm not even just saying this for the sake of being on the show because I said this earlier when we had a chat before we came online. If Naby can't stay fit for the rest of the season, or he doesn't produce some good performances, then I'd want to see him sold in the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Before Ox?
No, I want Ox to be sold.
Ox has to go, man. Oh gosh.
I was
game,
my four names: Ox, Naby, Matip, and Shaqiri would have to be the first to be sold for me.
Yeah, Origi as well.
Yes, Origi
as well. Thanks for bringing me on, man.
Pleasure, bro.
Tough times, man. I'll be back in a few weeks. We'll see where we're at.
Yeah. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, cheers.
Enough love, brother.
All right, guys, we're going to do 3 more callers and then we're going to call it a night because this has been a long stream. So we're going to call it a night after 3. So we're going to go first one now. Judy Mania, can you hear us?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, can hear you, man.
Right, boys. I've been watching the show for a long time. I'm a big fan. That's first and foremost. But I wanted to talk about the front three.
Yeah.
Do you think Salah and Mane, there's an underlying issue between them two?
Yeah.
I joined the show quite late, so I don't know if you've spoken about it. But for me, it seems like the way they're playing, I don't know what it looks like. It's like they're not getting on together off the pitch or something like that.
Yeah, I think I've said it from last season when they had that big kind of fight. I suppose not fight, but a big argument, so to speak. After when Mane was going crazy at Salah. I've always said from that day moment, that kind of friendship that they had was burned. I'm not trying to say you can't be colleagues. I'm not trying to say you can't respect another man, but you just might not feel the same. And when you look at them two together, sometimes they don't even, back in the day in the 17-18 and especially 18-19 season, they used to look for one another all the time. I remember Mane always looking for Salah, and Salah was obviously just come to the club, was obviously still trying to fit in. He just used to just play the game naturally, not even think about goals. But now it's all changed. Egos as well, even though I don't think Mane has a big ego. I think Salah's ego's gotten bigger. I'm not going to say he's egotistical, but I think Salah, with the individual accolades that he's now got, I think he kind of feels that kind of weight and maybe kind of feels where he should be and what he should be doing. But I don't always feel like it's best for the team. That's not taking away anything from Salah because you kind of have to be selfish at times to be a great goal scorer. Look at some of the best that's ever played the game. Yeah. But just to end it on this, Salah and Mane, in my opinion, they respect each other as work colleagues. But I think for me, that's as far as it goes. That's just my opinion. I don't know how Kyle feels.
I completely agree. I mean, yesterday in the Burnley game was the most I've seen them pass to each other in weeks. In weeks. And obviously it came to nothing. But yeah, something's wrong there. Something's fundamentally wrong there.
And another one was Firmino. I know, Cal, I know you love Firmino. And for me, I'm another one. I'm like you. I love Firmino as well. I think he's a top player. But recently, he's been poor. His decision making has been shocking. His shooting when he should be passing. His pass. Robertson was free the other day. He didn't pass. His decision making is so bad. It's like he's the type of guy to cancel his dentist appointment because his teeth were hurting too much. So, do you know what I mean? But having said that, I still wouldn't get rid of him, like completely sell him and stuff. I'm seeing shouts like sell him. No, I think we still have him as a squad player if we can get someone like Haaland in. But what's to say they want to come to us if we finish in Europa League places or something like that? And if you sell Firmino, he's not going to get you 100 odd million or whatever to get Mbappe in. So this nonsense about selling Salah and selling Salah as well. Apparently, the Spanish journalists have said Real Madrid and Barcelona are not in a position to be making big money signings. So we need to see. We know that we're not a club that will make big money signings either. So it's one of them ones. It's a difficult one because I think we're past the false nine phase now. I think we need an out and out striker.
Fully agree. So we're going to really see what the club's made of this summer if we wanted to sell one of the big three and we can't, because if no team's coming in to buy these players, and again, I don't think we should even have to be looking or discussing selling any of these players, because you look at, I could probably name you 10 players that we could get, like, I don't want to use the term get rid of, but we could sell. Like, there were at least 10 players. You think of Harry Wilson, Ojo, Origi, Ox, Naby, Matip, Adrian. Who else we got? Nat Phillips. Like that's 8 players already. I could probably continue going if I really sit down and think about it. Like, that's 8 players, and I'm not saying it's Football Manager or FIFA where you can get top dollar for these players, or you can just sell them and we'll bring in all these players. But Grujic is another one. Shaqiri, Minamino potentially. But we should be looking to sell these players before we even think of selling someone like Salah, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's not FIFA. It's not Football Manager. We need these kind of players as backup. We've seen Shaqiri, Origi. I know Drifty is a big fan, but for me, he doesn't cut it. If you want to be challenging for the title, players like Origi, they shouldn't be anywhere near. For me, they shouldn't be anywhere near the starting lineup or even the subs bench, because that chance you have it, even if you've not played many games as a footballer, one-on-one. Nobody around you. You got to put that away. Why is he going for top corner? Just place it bottom corner. You're a striker. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. Fully agree.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
Thanks,
Can't
boys.
disagree with anything you said, but no, absolute pleasure having you on.
Nice one. I just want to say we've got our own little podcast we've just started up. It's called Outsiders_Footy on Twitter. So do check us out, please. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
Send us a DM as well, bro. Send me a DM as well. So.
How is footy spelled? Is it Footy or
Footy? Kal, I'm already in contact with you on Insta anyway.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll continue to stay in contact then.
Yeah.
Nice one, bro. All right, guys. 2 more callers. Got a familiar face next. You know what time it is. Nerve Beats in the building. How you doing, bro?
Not bad. How you been, man?
Yeah, been better, bro. Been better. Been a lot better. Talk to us.
Tell me, is it me or like what is it lately? I've not been looking forward to no Liverpool games, man.
It's like a bad dream, innit?
Yeah, man. Usually I have the ritual like an hour before kickoff. You listen to all the team news, you dissect it, you're excited who's gonna be turning up today. But lately it's like, bro, I don't think anyone's gonna turn up today, bro.
It's looking bleak. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking very bleak. It's looking very bleak.
I haven't felt like most of this like for the last 3 years, you know, like it's crazy. Like the banter I'm getting right now on some of the WhatsApp groups, it's ridiculous. It's like, bro, it's like, you know, when you haven't had it for so long, it's a shock to the system, you know?
It feels alien, but it's starting to feel normal because we keep on losing games and we're not winning. Like, I'm getting it from a lot. I'm getting it bad. I'm in a lot of WhatsApp groups. I'm getting it badly at the moment. Where it's just like, ease up on me, people, please.
Exactly. Usually I have the energy to, fight back, but like, everyone's telling me I'm not a good sport now because I'm like, yeah, boys, I can't even defend Liverpool right now.
How can we? We can't. That's the killer at the moment. We actually can't defend our club at the moment because we're not doing anything right at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Like I was watching the post-match reactions yesterday with and some of the ratings and some of the spotlights that was on some of the players like Trent. Yeah, horrible game. Matt, I don't know what he was smoking that while he was watching that game, but yeah, Trent was absolutely horrible. Like not once did he try and beat the man and put a cross in. He's just crossing it. The guy is expecting a cross, change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah. The one that
Trent was poor, fam. Trent, as I said before, I had to apologize at the start at some point in the show. Trent was doo-doo. Plain and simple.
But for me, the one that frustrated me the most is probably someone that just went underneath the radar was Genie. Is it me, guys? Yeah. Or every time he's in an advanced position or in a beautiful position at the edge of the box, he's never, ever trying to do something to score. There's no shots coming from him, not a through ball, but he always defers it back to someone else that's coming onto the ball. Like, oh, go on, you do it. You take it. But I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Please, I beg you, just even the toe poke, bro. You can do a toe punch. Sometimes them ones go in, innit?
Yeah, sometimes.
Try it, bro. It's like it's ridiculous. Why are you always looking backwards? Or at least fake that you're gonna pass to that guy because they probably see your video footage of you passing it all the time and try and do something else. But and I think that's what the midfield needs changing. So although that I'm disappointed that Genie is leaving, if Liverpool don't replace him with someone better that can score goals, assist, and actually drive the ball, as you saw, see that drive that he did that one time. I'm like, bro, why is there no any of the other midfielders doing that more often? You create space when you do that, especially with the teams like sitting back like that. If you beat 2 or 3 of them, well, they'll shit themselves and space will open up automatically.
Yeah, fully agree.
And I don't know what you're saying.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's massively to blame because I do think there are restrictions put on the role he's given. But you see, like for example, yesterday when he picked up the ball and he drove through the middle of the pitch and then set up Salah, that's not in his instruction. But he did it because that's footballing instinct and that's what you need to do sometimes as a footballer. So that's why me and Drifty sometimes go back and forth about the whole Genie situation because you see stuff like that. That's what Genie's capable of, but he just doesn't do it often enough for me.
Exactly. Not a lot. Even Ox. That's what we bought him to do. But I think he's lacking in a bit of confidence as well. So
yeah, Ox didn't look good. I think Ox was our worst player yesterday, unfortunately.
Man, like all the Arsenal fans are coming for me. Yeah, is that what you bought? Yeah, well, I'm like, oh, you guys.
He's won a Champions League and a Premiership, so I mean, like, I've got love from some Arsenal fans, but we have to be real. Like, Arsenal are nowhere near us.
Man. Oh my God, that guy that just came on with the Arsenal. Arsenal, why do you guys do this to yourselves, bro?
I love it.
You do this to yourselves because you get gassed and then the heartbreak is mad. Do not get gassed. Just enjoy it, bro.
This is what they do. Nothing that Arsenal fans say. They made a song about Partey. Let that sink in. They made a song about Partey. A player. They didn't have to do.
A man didn't even do nothing yet. Man ain't even, all right, Carrie, they can hear you. But man ain't even done nothing yet.
It's true.
Nothing surprises me with Arsenal anymore. It just doesn't.
And Matt, man, come on, man. You need to give Minamino some, what is it, breathing space, bro. How you gonna laugh at him like that? Them kind of things make you spiral, bro, and go back and like, what is it? he's trying
Man
to
said
detox
make
and
him
you're like,
spiral, you know.
he's trying to detox, yeah? You're sending him back, bro.
Right, even
Bro, the thing is
Minamino.
with Minamino, do you know what it is? We just gotta call it how it is. All jokes aside, yeah. Minamino's been at the club for a year, bro, and all he's done, bro, is that one game against Palace, really.
But do you know what? Your opinion, guys, yeah? Like, if we are out of the title race, do you guys think that now Klopp should experiment more and use Origi and Minamino and those fringe players a lot more and see what like other chemistries he can build other than the front three that's up there right now?
I wouldn't do that just yet. I think we still need to do a bit more before the title's gone. Like, I'd only do that if, I don't know, like, say for example, there's 5 games left of the season and we can't mathematically win the league. Or if it becomes impossible for us to win the league, but we're already secured in the top 4, then I would do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. We can't miss out on top 4. Like, we literally cannot miss out on top 4.
No, we can't. We really can't miss out on top 4. We can't. If we miss out on top 4, do you know how much that would set us back as well? And I think just like sponsorships, players, income, everything would just be a massive setback. And because we're not run like a Man United or a Man City or even Chelsea, the setback would be too drastic, in my opinion. We can't even think about going back there right now, in my opinion.
We go back, we're in trouble. We can't fall out of the top 4.
Yeah.
Fall out of the top 4, we are in massive trouble. Like, I'd genuinely be scared for us if we fell out of the top 4.
Yeah, especially with the pandemic hitting the finances, it's going to be a bit.
We'd be in a bad place. So that can't happen. I don't think it'll happen, but it definitely can't happen.
So what do you think how do you think Klopp can sort out this? Oh, Trent, hold on. One thing on Trent, yeah? Although, yes, he was horrible, like crossing the ball from the edge of the box or his usual place, yeah, but have you noticed he also almost always does a long ball for no reason as well, like from deep, and then we lose possession straight away when we could.
Do you mean the one that goes up the line one?
Yeah, not the one that goes across to Robertson.
Yeah,
but the one that goes up to Salah or Firmino. Yeah,
that happens often. I don't get why that happens. I think he does that to bail out of trouble and take a bit of the pressure off, but the ball end up just coming back at us. And yeah, I think a couple people saying Trent's done, and Trent's not done. It's just he needs to be taken out of the firing line. But then again, this is where you need a bigger and better squad to do that, because if a player's going for it, they should be able to be drawn. Same thing with Firmino. Firmino is really going for it. Jota comes in, Jota does what he's doing. Firmino gets the rest. Granted, when Firmino came back in, he did play well after Jota got injured, but you saw an improvement in his game because 1, he got a rest, 2, he got a kick up the backside, and 3, it just gave us another thing to have in the squad, another thing that opposition couldn't plan for. Who starts? Is it going to be Jota up front? Is it going to be Firmino? Is it going to be a front 3? Is it going to be a front 4? Again, these things here are what makes it difficult for opposing managers to defend and play against us. However, when you know who's going to start every game, you know how we're set up to play, it makes it very easy to defend against, as all these teams have shown in the last few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. It's peak for Klopp, but he needs to sort something out in the training ground.
Yeah,
freshen it up a little bit, make some new tactical tweaks here and there.
Indeed. I know,
thanks for having me, guys.
It's always a pleasure. Come on now, Bob. You're practically family now, bro.
I expect when the pandemic's over, like barbecues, yeah, invite me for
Oh yeah,
barbecues.
I'll throw it down. Just bring the PS5, bro.
You know what?
And
That's a
I'll bring the
shot.
extra pad, fam. Don't worry, I'll bring the extra pad.
Bring the PS5. But nice,
No,
always
yeah,
a pleasure, bro. It's always a pleasure.
yeah. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Take it easy, bro. I got to shoot, unfortunately, Cal.
Stay on us.
Yeah. My battery as well, guys. My battery as well. Beauty done.
Matt, yeah, Sunday. Back on with you on Sunday, Matt. So yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit longer and speak to a couple more people and then go from there.
Cool, my bro. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of the show, man. And I'll catch you on Sunday. We'll talk anyway, bro.
Nice one, bro.
All right, guys. Take it easy, guys.
Bye. See you later, Kyrie. Next on the stream, why John? How you doing, bro?
Bruh. Oh, Cal, give me the reason. Bro, how do we get here? How did we get here? Like it's a madness. But you know what? I just wanted to talk. I wanted to ask you something, and it's quite an unorthodox situation. But are you not? Do you fear for Tsimikas at all? Because I can't lie, he's been getting injured a lot recently. And
I don't know. I think he's been unlucky. I don't fear for him. Not at this stage.
Because the thing is with Robertson, I would say he's arguably been our most consistent player, ahead of probably behind Fabinho. But then there's times where I feel like obviously Robert needs a rest in it, and obviously Tsimikas is not there. Then we have to play Milner or whoever left back. So I don't know. It's a bit of a growing concern with me regarding Tsimikas, because Tsimikas is a decent player. Like his delivery is actually decent. So
yeah, it is.
You know, I don't know. And another question I want to ask you is, would you think Haaland would be a more realistic target in the summer as opposed to Mbappe? Because I'd heard that his release clause is about 70 mil.
No, so everyone keeps on thinking it's this summer. It's not this summer. It's the following summer when that release clause kicks in. And also, I think dealing with his agent Raiola, I don't think it's going to be easy.
Yeah,
I actually think Mbappe, which is crazy, is more realistic this summer than Haaland, because Mbappe's going into the last year of his contract. PSG won't want to lose him on a free, and it's been pretty obvious that Mbappe wants to move on from PSG now. He's achieved all he can there. He's learned all he can there. He needs to make the next step in his career to really kick on and play in an elite team and in an elite league and go from there. So I think Mbappe is more realistic. If we're looking at next summer, then Haaland would be, because someone will buy Mbappe this summer. Like someone definitely 100%. Will have to.
Also, like another player we've also been linked with is Balogun from Arsenal. I don't know what's your take on Balogun, because he bagged the hat trick tonight as well. So like,
oh, he did, yeah,
he bagged the hat trick. Yeah.
He looks good. It's going to sound harsh, but he's someone I'd bring in as a backup striker. He's on a free as well.
Yeah, I thought like he could be like a potential replacement for like Origi, because I know Origi.
Yeah.
For me, Origi, like my honest assessment with Origi is like I feel he's just so incompetent with his finishing. Like, I think he's a lucky striker, and he's lucky that he's playing for a club like Liverpool, because I just think it's way too big for him. Way too big for him.
Yeah, I agree. I would bring in Balogun, but only on the basis we get a ready-made top striker already. The thing is, from the sounds of it, Balogun really wants to play first-team football regularly, and he's going to move abroad apparently. So, I mean, but again, I'd have him as a backup. Let's say, for example, in a magical world, we sign Mbappe in the summer. If we brought in Balogun as well, and we were able to sell Origi, then I'm all good for that. Like, I'm very happy with that. Yeah. But I don't see him coming to Liverpool because his places are too difficult.
Are they really?
I mean, I'll be real with you. If I was his agent, I would be saying to him, if you do want to go to Liverpool, wait to see what they do in the summer first. Because if they sign Mbappe, his minutes are going to be limited straight away. He's barely going to play Champions League. He's barely going to play Prem. So then you're hoping that we play a lot in the FA Cup and the League Cup, and it's a lot to ask.
Yeah, I hear that still. Yeah, you know what? As we move on to Sunday, because I don't really feel too confident. I think my thing with this team is now, it's the worrying thing is it's the mentality of getting over certain games, because we, like, when we won the league last season, there was quite a lot of games where we didn't play well. Like, for example, Aston Villa, like we played badly in that game, but we got over the line. Like, we haven't been able to do that against Fulham, West Brom, now Burnley. Like, it's just bottom of the barrel. Thing, so.
Even if you go before that as well, even Brighton, when they got a last minute goal, like we're not. You're right. We're not. We haven't got that. I don't even know what to put my finger at. Like, there's an element of luck. You have to have an element of luck in football, but I think it's that game management. But again, when we won those games and the game management, who's one of the first players you look to on the field to give you that composure to see out a game? It's Van Dijk, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not there. He's not there. Like, we see Van Dijk screaming and shouting at players to make sure they're in position, to make sure they don't give away the ball there, and make sure we get out of the box on time, make sure we keep the line. We ain't got anyone now. We ain't got anyone.
Last question before I go, obviously, that do you think this period now, with the next 6 games we have, do you think, especially in the midfield, do you think it's now time for, like, Thiago to really just, like, make a stamp? Because right now we don't really have, I wouldn't say he hasn't been, like, he's been decent, but I think he can do better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel we're lacking that clever pass. He's yet to do that as of yet, but we're lacking that clever pass through the ball, or just even like certain goals. But one thing that gave me an indication, I don't know if you did, when he took a shot against Man U, it was like, it was like we
out of nothing.
Out of nothing, and it was a decent strike. So I feel like, do you feel this is now the time for him to really just, like, grab the game by his neck? And just, like...
Definitely. I think the problem with Thiago is, well, and this is where it's annoying that we didn't have a preseason, but also we didn't bring him in before the season started either. He seems like he's out of sync with the team. So you can tell from when he plays his quality. Like, this, it's undisputed, his quality. But you see certain times where he passes the ball and a player's not there, or he expects a player to be where they're not. That comes with synergy. That comes with repetition. That comes with playing with players often. I think if he had a full preseason, let's say it was a normal season, and he had a full preseason, we brought him in early in the season, and he got to play a full preseason, do the full training, I think by now we'd be looking at Thiago saying he's the mainstay of the team and he can't do anything wrong. But again, because we haven't had any of that, players have had to come in and hit the ground running. He did, but then got a really bad injury, and now he's coming back. So he's still chasing. He's chasing now in a disjointed and out of form team. So it's even worse for him at the moment. So I've got no doubts that Thiago will be a quality player for us. It's just that right now, all the stars aren't aligning for him, and it's difficult at the moment.
I can't lie. You see, when he came in against Newcastle, I thought some of the passes he made, I was more saying, like, the player should be there, like, because he's making passes where he just reads the game so sick. It's like the players need to catch up to his level, because he's
That's the way it is. That's what it is.
But hey, we moving it. Like, obviously, I'm not too fussed about FA Cup right now, but I'll take a trophy, because we haven't been Wembley in time, innit? Like, we used to call it Wembley Anfield South. So
yeah, I want to start calling it Anfield South again. We need to be back at Wembley regularly, winning these domestic trophies as well.
Yeah, but anyways, now thank you for the
pleasure, bro. Pleasure. Thank you as always, bro. You always supporting us. So thank you very much, man.
You have to support the team. You know what I'm saying? By the way,
thank you.
By the way, big up your Chris Kirkland interview. I need to see that. That's mad. That's sick.
Yes. Big up Chris Kirkland. He came on the show. We've hopefully got a few more ex-players coming on in the next couple of weeks, months.
Patrick Berger, please, I beg.
We've reached out to Patrick. We're going to reach out to him again. There's a few players we've reached out to behind the scenes, so just keep up to date with us. And guys, this is where you guys can come in, because if you can message them, their DMs are usually open. So if you message them as well, they'll start to see our name a bit more, and might give them that nudge as well. So if you can help us out, guys, that'd be brilliant.
I might get on to Patrick Bell. I'm gonna find his
I appreciate, bro. Thank you.
Right. Safe.
Take care, my bro. A-Spec Limited, thoughts on converting Ox into a right back? I think he'd be a good right back, backup right back to Trent. I mean, he's on form. He's got all the attributes to be a decent right back. I mean, I'm not sure about his tackling and defending, but again, it's the injuries. Someone who's playing right back, they've got to be really durable, and I don't think Ox is, unfortunately. So for me, it's just a no, but I get the logic in why someone would say that, especially in our system where our right back does more attacking than defending. Edward, news from Maddock. Klopp strongly recommended signing a centre-half, was told no money by Liverpool owners. They will not change their stance on signings despite poor form. Yeah, that doesn't fill me with much happiness. That actually really winds me up, especially if Klopp is asking for it and Edwards is asking for it. You back your manager, especially when Klopp's delivered so much. Guys, we're going to have our final call now. Naldo, thank you very much for waiting so patiently for us. How you doing?
Bro, I'm so tired.
Sorry, Naldo, I can barely hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Let me just see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a bit better. Thank you. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good, man. It's just, it's been a long week. I'm just saying I'm good just because that's like what we usually just say, but it's been a pretty rough week.
Sorry, Naldo. Sorry, Naldo. It's really quiet. I can barely hear you. I don't know if it's just me.
Okay, let me just see. Oops. Can you hear me now?
Perfect. There we go.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was just saying it's been like a crazy week after Sunday with United and then Burnley, which, I mean, people were shocked about it, but to be honest, there was nothing shocking about the Burnley performance. It was, you could see it a mile away. And what I wanted to ask you about is about our passages of play. I mean, if you've, I'm sure you know our patterns of play because you watch us week in, week out. That whole thing of Mane is basically in a team with Robbo, and Trent is supposed to be in a team with Salah, but I don't know what's going on their side. And the thing that annoys me is that sort of like we're addicted to our own passages of play. We don't try to change anything different, even if it's like midway into the game. Before, Klopp used to change it. He used to maybe change it, tweak it at halftime and make it a 4-2-3-1 or whatever. Yeah. But now it's just so like he limits to just saying Salah and Mane try and swap over, or that's about it. Even like Thiago, I expected maybe push Thiago up front against Burnley, because there's no point of him sitting at the back. There was just balls going off. There was no point of that whole thing. So I'm just annoyed at the passage of play. I don't know what you think about our patterns of play. What do you think they could do?
All right, so I'll start off and unpack the part about partnerships. Robbo and Mane's partnership, yeah, completely seems nailed on. It's very obvious to see. I wouldn't say Salah and Trent have that relationship because Salah's our most advanced player. It's actually Trent and Henderson who have that partnership. Now, straight away, when I say Henderson's not been in the team as much in that position. He's been playing centre back, and then he's been injured. The time he has played, he's obviously been brilliant. So straight away, and Trent's been injured as well. So that partnership's been disjointed most of the season because of either Trent's injury or COVID, Henderson's being injured, or Henderson being played at centre back. So they've not played loads of games together to register that partnership regularly. Then you've also got to think about two other partnerships. The partnership between Virgil and Robbo as well. And then the partnership between either Gomez and Matip and Trent. So Trent has effectively lost out on two regular partners. Robbo's lost out on one. The team have lost out on a regular partnership at centre back as well. The regular partnership in midfield is usually Fabinho and Hendo, and then one other. We've lost out on that partnership because Fabinho has been having to move back for pretty much the whole season. So when you look at the disjointedness of the team and you actually break it down, all these partnerships that build up and make up a great team, when you look at some of the great teams of past as well, you had your likes of Vidic and Rio and etc. All these teams have their little mini partnerships and mini groups throughout the team. We don't have that. And the only place we have it is the front three, but the front three are very badly out of form, but they're also, you look at the team behind them, it's so disjointed that they can't have any fluidity going forward. If you look at how deep Mane comes now to get the ball, how deep Bobby comes to get the ball, even Salah, they're so less advanced than they were maybe a year or two ago that you can understand why it's easier for teams to defend because everything's played in front of them. There's no one running in behind anymore.
And this is the thing, because people are telling, like, there's a lot of fans saying that we should play as a counter-attacking team, like just go back to that old route. But I don't think it's as simple as that, because like the way I think of it is like, when you watched, I'm sure you watched that Yoel Romero and Israel Adesanya fight.
Of course.
It was like two guys who didn't want to do anything because they were so scared of losing. And one guy was on the defense, trying to wait for somebody to come onto him. Like Adesanya is a counter striker, so he was waiting for Yoel to do something. But if Yoel does nothing, then there's nothing that Izzy could do. And it's the same with Liverpool. Liverpool say, okay, we're gonna just sit deeper and we're gonna wait for Burnley to come out. Burnley will just say, no, we'll just take a point at Anfield. We don't really need a win here. And they'll just sit and wait. And they know that Liverpool eventually need to get the win. So the ball is always in our court. And I don't think we're trying enough in our thought. Maybe there's just no time to prepare for these games. Because usually when I used to wait for a Liverpool game, maybe 7 days or whatever, I knew if we had 7 days, we are going to outthink that team somehow within that game. Now it just feels like we're just winging it. We're just thinking, just throw Divock, maybe something will happen. It doesn't seem intentional about our decisions.
Yeah. No, I fully agree with that. And again, I think you're right when it comes to pre-planning and just looking at it's very obvious how Liverpool set out to play. As a Liverpool fan, if I was an opposing manager, I think I could set out a blueprint to beat Liverpool. And I'm not a Premiership level manager.
Allardyce hasn't been a manager for how long? He came in and he knew exactly what to do because he's been just watching. And he did.
The thing about counter-attacking though is because obviously we did that a lot in 17-18, a little bit in 18-19, and then 19-20, the low block really, really started. There's no way we can counter-attack teams because no teams come out at us. The only way we can counter-attack a team is if, let's say, we go 1-0 up early. But even then, when we've done that, teams like West Brom, when we went 1-0 up early, they just said, you know what? Let's just make sure we keep it 1-0 until around the 70th minute, and then we'll start attacking them now. That way, if we lose the game, we've played to a plan, but it hasn't worked out. In an ideal world, the only way Liverpool are going to win a game in the next couple of games is if we get a bit of luck or we go 2-0 up early and force teams to come out against us. And then we rip those teams to pieces. But again, even when you look at a game like Leeds, first game of the season, we had so many counter-attacks, but either the finish wasn't good enough or the final ball wasn't good enough. So again, it's a case of we're not taking care of the ball in the final third. Like we get to the box, everything's all pretty till we get to the box. We get to the box and everyone has nosebleeds. So I think that needs to be addressed as well. We need someone in the final third who can slow the game down. Coutinho could do that. Suarez could do that. We don't have anyone who can do that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember yesterday you said that we're playing like Wenger's Arsenal team.
Yeah.
And that's 100% spot on. We just we tried to make a goal look so beautiful. When I watch other teams play, they score goals so easily. Like it'll be 1-0 in in like 15 minutes, and then you could be 2-1 by the 30th minute or anything. We make it look so unnecessarily harder than it really should be. And I understand because we have to play against guys with like 6 at the back or whatever. But I think we're doing way too much of blaming a lot of other things like the refs and valid reasons of blaming refs because they've been absolute shit. But I think Liverpool need to look at themselves. I think the owners need to look at themselves. I think they need to prove that they deserve to be champions because we've waited so long for us to reach this height. Why would you not? Because when I thought we the day when we'd win the league, I always imagined the season that would follow. We would make sure we buy players that would make sense at that point. We won the Champions League, and we didn't bring anyone of any value to keep us there.
Yeah.
And what made us win these big titles was when we decided, no, we have to buy somebody better than Karius. We had to improve on Mignolet. We had to get some, and we improved on it. We got the titles. It's not the hardest thing to realize how to do it. I think it's just a lack of
ambition.
Just ambition, to be honest with you, and that's really sad.
I really agree. But now, though, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. As I said, thank you very much. I know you waited a long time to get your call in, but no, I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll definitely have you on again now, though. But yeah, great points, great questions, great comments, and thanks for supporting us as well, man.
Thanks for the show, man. I mean, I was thinking the other day, since I joined the whole Kopish team and everything, because I was watching a lot of Redmond TV since like 2011 and all that stuff, and I still pop in and watch them and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, now when I'm watching Kopish and Liverpool all of a sudden are dropping results, is it Kopish that
we cannot be blamed. We cannot be blamed. I'll be honest. Since I've been on Kopish, we've had really good success. So I don't know what's changed. We just go through some bad luck, man.
Yeah, hopefully it changes soon. But yeah, big ups to all the guys.
Thank you, bro. Much appreciated.
All right.
Right. Take care. All right, guys. Not going to wrap up just yet because I'm going to speak about a couple of what you guys are saying. So I'm not going to be here too long because I'm not going to lie. I'm hungry, guys. I didn't even realize it's been over 3 hours that we've been in here. I'm very hungry. But I'm going to speak about David Maddox's most recent tweet that a couple of you have alluded to in the chat. So here we go. His tweet reads as follows. Some frank home truths from Klopp, who says he strongly recommended signing a centre-half, was told no money by the owners. They will not change their stance on signings despite poor form. He won't cry like a baby because he doesn't get what he wants. Guys, I got to be honest with you. There is no excuse for not signing a player this January, in my opinion. Whether it be, I don't know, on loan or signing a player. It's not good enough. And the reason I say that is because Jurgen Klopp has done everything asked of him since he's come to Liverpool and then some. You back your manager. You back your manager when they've done all they've done. Enough's enough. And you do not want to lose a manager of this caliber. It's not right. It's not on. If Jurgen Klopp recommends we get a centre-half, the best manager in the world recommends we get a centre-half, we go out and we do it. It's not on. It's not on. I'm not going to go full FSG crazy on here and say this is not like, it's just not on. Make of it what you will. We need to do better as a club. Klopp needs to be backed. Get him what he needs before the end of January, or else we're going to live to regret it. Because if the owners think they ain't got money now that they can spend, if we do miss out on the top four, even though I don't think we will, there's going to be hell to pay, and they're going to be the ones who suffer the most. They really are. So, guys, what I will say, for everyone who's been in the chat from the beginning, if you've joined the chat late and you're still here now, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. Really enjoyed the conversation we've had, enjoyed the chats, the super chats, the normal comments, the interaction with people who've called in. If you didn't get your voice heard on the show, do drop me a DM on social media, just at Callum Sanderson. You'll see it below. And I'll try and make sure you get in next time as a priority. Guys, I just want to say a massive thank you. Do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please do share this as well. Get more people to subscribe. Until next time, people, we'll be back on Sunday. I may be on a couple streams on different channels tomorrow. If I am, I'll put on social media. So, guys, as always, got to say a massive thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we are out. Take care, people.